Ladies and gentlemen, my name is not Paul Heyman, and I am not the advocate for Brock Lesnar, but I am the co-producer and sometimes co-host, and genuinely here more often than the other
people.
co-hosts.
Yeah, other folks. Yeah.
My name is Bob Hazelwood. With me is the man who, well, let's just say that things have been a little tense in the Starmaker household because of some issues that have come up with an old protege of Kenny's that trying to make a big time tour, make a big thing about himself. We'll get into that later, though. Let's not
that, and then the inauguration and the things that have been done in a day and a half. And
I wondered, the war in Ukraine. I don't remember seeing it ending today.
I heard, but even further than that, he didn't say he was going to end it his first day in office. He said he was going to end it the day that he was elected.
Yeah, the day he was elected.
The day I'm elected, I will end the war in Ukraine with a phone call. Yeah. Well, apparently he's got Spectrum service because his next calls ain't going through. He doesn't have the fine. He doesn't have the fine AT&T on a Google 9 Pro. He doesn't have the Pixel 9, I should say. He doesn't have that. He's got Spectrum on some Zowie phone, Xiaomi, whatever they call it.
He's got one of those, those Chinese knockoffs.
Zowie, starts with an X, whatever it is.
Or something.
I made some adjustments to the look. Give me full screen for a minute, Bob. I'm going to point out just a couple of small adjustments I made. Nothing of any dramatic deal. But what I did is I put the camera about 1.5 feet further back. And I know it's probably hard to tell that, because you make adjustments and everything. I'm using the Logic Capture screen instead of the Brio, Logitech Brio version. And the crown is back. The crown's been way off there. And back. If you're going to be the king of podcasts, and I guess the crown should be here. So the clock's a little elevated there, because it's always noon somewhere. Zach Bonifer's in the house. Vanessa's in the house. Sir Joseph Pesci's in the house. And we made some, color adjustments and everything. And I've got a couple of different versions on here. I think this is the 90-degree angle. I'd have to go into the thing and pull the camera back, and it'll give you a much wider view. But I figure this a little closer, a little bit more personable, and to make my head look about the same size as Bob's. I'm working on it, so you can come on back, Bob. I just wanted to point out a couple of little minor adjustments. I have the window curtains double closed because it's 0 outside right now, going down to 10 below. Well, that's very
balmy 27 today.
Oh, and I think I sent you some pictures of what has happened to Jazzy Jana in Louisiana. Yes. I sent that to some of my Filipino friends because I said she gets snow a little bit more often than you do, but not much. Zach Bonifer, happy to have you. Some of the things we're working on tonight, Jambi needs a water filter of some type. She's been drinking dirty water and she got real sick. I said, well, where have you been drinking dirty water? She said, well, out of my tap. I didn't know it was dirty, but the doctor said I got dirty water. So she needs a water filter just so her and her kid can drink. They're about $50. I told her I'd see what we could do and we'll work on it. But that's what Jambi's needing. I got a lot of Eunice's problems taken care of myself, but she's needing some help with dewormer medicine, meat for the dogs, because they got the worms. So they need the dewormer medicine, meat for the dogs, and gas for her motorcycle so she can get back and forth to school. Poor little Shasha, y'all probably heard me talk about her on here before, was kicked out of her mother's house.
Again.
You asked why did an 18-year-old girl get kicked out of her mother's house her senior year in high school with a few months to go? Well, because mama got married and the new man don't want Shasha around the house. So Shasha had to go. So Shasha, Eunice's little twin sister, and I don't know if we have any pictures of her up. I'll have them on the Thursday show.
Not anymore.
The poor little kid is now having to stay with classmates and cannot afford to go to school. So I told Eunice, I said, feeding one more mouth in your house cannot possibly be that big of a deal. We can raise a few dollars here. Let's get the kid into a home. Shasha looks like Eunice's twin sister anyway. She's the sweetest little thing in the world. And fortunately, some classmates took her in so she'd have a home, but she doesn't have money for food and clothing, school fees, the supply of shit she needs. So I'd like to be of some help to Shasha if we could. Pesci just won't get a badge, but then again, I don't have one for his show. Yeah. So I guess this is a Mexican standoff.
It's a reciprocal.
It's a Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
My brother pissed me off. Racist fuck. Because he told me he was going to rat out 10 Mexicans that live in his trailer park. I said, you might want to think about that, little brother, because I know some shit you don't know. So we're going to get into that another day. I'm not going to reveal it, but I've been holding a secret since 2012 that he doesn't know. Well, he knows now. He knows now. He ain't happy about it, but he knows. But be careful the people you turn on, because they might be closer to you than you realize. I have family members that are married to Mexicans. Two of my sisters are married to Mexicans. I have a sister married to an African, and I sent Bob a clip of what a preacher had to say with Trump sitting in the front row today. I guess we could play that later in the show. I've never seen a man look more unfucking comfortable when this preacher addressed basically how many terrified people we have, addressing transgenders, gays, foreigners who don't feel safe right now. And Trump's in the front row. And I think malaria was there as well. The smooth criminal. And I'm pissed because apparently her being called a smooth criminal is trending all over the place. And I know goddamn well I'm the first one to call her a smooth criminal, because I posted it the minute I saw her walk up and said, oh my God, it's smooth criminal. And now apparently it's trending. I got no fucking credit whatsoever. Let's see here. You heard I talked. Well, Billy, you don't have a membership, and I'm pretty sure you got $3. So that's up to you. So we'll address you. And you said you made promises. Billy, I think you need to stop looking for women. It's the best advice I can give, because it ain't working out. So, but if you get a membership or if you make a donation, you'll have access in here, but you know the rules. And I told you, once you made good on your shit, you'll be welcome back. And you know the rules. So we're going to leave it at that. So, Stephen Fowler made a nice donation here a couple weeks ago. Stephen Fowler did. And so I don't see Stephen in here. So, what we got? Hopefully, Jazzy Jana's watching, because I told her we were going to try and show some of her snow pictures. I had to restart my phone.
You did have to restart your phone, but Jazzy Jana has sent us some wonderful pictures. I can't believe now she's not in New Orleans, right? She's outside of New Orleans.
No, she is. God, well, you know what? Let me bring up her thing, because she told me where she's at.
Baton Rouge.
Right now,
but that is Louisiana.
I saw her in Colorado. Well, she's in Louisiana. She told me exactly where. Hang on.
Showing some of these pictures here. There she is, all bundled up. Can't hardly tell it's her. Those eyes. Those beautiful Jana eyes.
Oh, you'd know her eyes anywhere.
Yeah, but there it is.
I live in Baton Rouge, but I'm in Prairieville, it looks like, with my sister and nephew, since the roads are closed and we lost power at my apartment. Well, yeah, that happens. That happened. That's pretty good snow. I mean, I've been to Louisiana. I helped Jimmy Cornette move there to Alexandria, Louisiana, many moons ago, back, I think, 83, 84. Well, I was still working at Kroger, and I helped him move to Alexandria, Louisiana. We didn't have weather like that, and I moved him there during the winter, and we didn't have weather like that. Eunice is in here, knowing that we're going to try to get her some help for gas for her motorcycle so she can get back and forth to school.
Eunice.
We love our Eunice. And Shasha, which I just mentioned earlier. Shasha has been kicked out of her house because her mother got married. And she wanted to go live with her aunt, and the aunt said, nah, we can't afford you. 18-year-old kid, senior in high school, and family won't take her in. So we're trying to make it to where Shasha can move in with Eunice's family. The only thing it's going to cost is a little extra food. Eunice's mother will start getting her first paycheck, I think, on February the 5th. Finally, they've drug her out forever. So we'll see what we can do there. And what do you do? So if anybody can be of any help in here is always appreciated. And we're showing your winter wonderland right now. So she said she's going to try and peek in on the show. One of my high school friends showed me her dog, Rocky. Rocky, good looking. Rico contacted me today. I don't know if Rico's watching or not. He's getting ready to make a big move. He's getting ready to move to another state. And he told me he talked with his guy on his podcast, and he said, we'd love to have you. And I said, well, I didn't think y'all wanted me because, I look better in a cowboy hat than you do. And then I showed him a couple of pictures of me as Raylan Givens from Justified. Well, that's not the one I sent him. That's me as Festus. And I noticed they bearded me up a little bit. They didn't Hitler me up, but they bearded me up.
Festus had the little beard, right? So
yeah, I got the Yankerchief going there, and it's a good looking donkey.
Yeah.
Good looking donkey.
Your legs are a little short there.
Well, as a matter of fact, Trump hired me to be border patrol, so I'm down on the border right there.
Yeah,
but I thought he meant prevent all Taco Bell from leaving the country is what I thought he meant.
Yeah, I can see. I think I see right there, just to the left of your elbow. I think that is an illegal alien in a buggy, in a dune buggy.
The corner, but he had the $7 burrito bunch, and I let him in. So,
well, okay.
They say if you want to insult somebody, a native person from Mexico, or even some people in Texas, is try to compare their Mexican food to Taco Bell. And they are highly, highly offended. So let me check, see if we have any donations in the house right now. Mango Jennifer. I'm so happy for her birthday, and also heard. Today is Giselle's birthday.
Happy
I got
birthday,
Giselle some new clothing for school.
Happy birthday, Giselle.
And she's graduating with honors this year, or has honors. And today is Giselle's birthday. She also 18 years old. These kids are growing up, and I've known these kids since they were 14, 15. We've known Mango for quite some time. And Mango might be watching the show because she just wrote me. And so happy birthday to Giselle if you're watching. And 18 years old. I cannot believe how quickly some of these kids are growing up. And so, yeah, we've already got her some clothing. But Mango's birthday is the 31st, 10 more days. And I think Mango's got somewhere in her mid-30s. I mean, fine-looking woman for mid-30s. I'll be the first to say it. I'll be the first. So, let's supposed to look and see if anyone's donated anything yet. See what we got.
So the Jack Smith report that was going to be released has been blocked by a federal judge in Florida.
Zach Bonifer is the first donation tonight. Has issued a $10.27 challenge.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank
you, Zach. Zach and Jack. Jack Bonifer.
Greeting has a badge, by the way. He apparently had the extra $3.
Yes,
so that he could participate on the show. Jambi needs a water filter. About $40 or $50. We're looking for alternatives, but so far, and I think it's 40 or 50 where they set up a big water cooler in her home and spot her with 2 tanks of water, and then as she runs out of water, they bring her water because she needs water to drink.
Right.
I don't even like the fact they're bathing in dirty water.
Didn't we
get it ain't safe enough to drink? I don't want you taking a bath in it either.
Didn't we get Jelly Bean one of those like pitchers that they pour the water into that filters?
Did we actually get her one? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember if we ended up getting it or she couldn't find it and she wouldn't order it.
I've got the Brita version here myself. It ran me about $30.
I think we tried to get her that, but she wouldn't order it because she was afraid.
She was worried it wouldn't work right. Yeah, she's worried.
Or that they were going to scam her and not send it or something like that.
Yeah, well, there's some places over there that do that. We'll get into some political shit here in a little bit, and it's just basically to talk about all the executive orders and just how many of them are so fucking cruel and hateful to even American citizens. I mean, people that were born here. And man, I am not of the ilk of some of the Republican right, and I can't talk about the Democrats because I don't know any of them that are that fucking hateful. To wish so much bad on people that were born in this country or people that come here to do our country better. And like I said, we'll get into more of it later, especially if any of you have any questions. But holy fucking shit.
Yeah,
how hard can some people be?
The Baseball Hall of Fame.
What's that?
Sorry. No, I was going to let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Baseball Hall of Fame results came out today.
Oh, by the way,
Hall of Fame.
Rest in peace. Second place ain't bad. Second place ain't bad. It was a rough day for me yesterday. Between the inauguration, the hateful ass executive orders, and then Notre Dame, and broke ass Barkley was rooting for Notre Dame yesterday. He said he'd never seen them win a championship, and they'd last won when he was a year old. And when you get down 31-7, at least they made a ball game of it. But when you get down 31-7, that's a big old hole, and then of course my man Louisville Lamar Jackson comes down to a 2-point conversion, but they put themselves in that place. Lamar with a couple of big turnovers, big interceptions. The tight end, they said he will catch that ball 999 times out of 1,000, but look what time he dropped it. Yeah. So it's a shame they didn't get a chance to play for overtime, but they put themselves in that position. Stupid turnovers. Lamar turned it over twice, once at midfield, picked up, ran back, led to 7 points. They turned down opportunities to get 3 points twice. Well, it's all you would have needed. All you would have needed if you score that and don't give up that fucking easy 7 on that turnover. Yeah. So I don't know.
It was a bunch of good games. All the games really were decent games all weekend. All 4 of the NFL games and the college game. They were all, at least the college game was competitive at the end, right? But I really enjoyed as much as I don't like the Washington football team. As a Cowboys fan, I just have this ingrained hatred for the Washington football team.
It's kind of my Buffalo Bills and my New England Patriots. Yeah. I get that.
But I was happy for them. Because,
if you think I'm happy to see the Kansas City Chiefs in their 7th title game in a row, you're wrong. But that means I'd have to root for Buffalo to beat Kansas City, and I'm not there yet.
Right.
Not there yet.
Well, I am going to root for Buffalo only because they've never won a Super Bowl, so they would have a chance to break that streak.
And unlike a lot of places in this country, you're welcome to do so. There's we will not ban you from the show for having an opposing opinion of the dictator host that runs this thing. We will not ban you for that.
I appreciate that.
You're entitled to have your own opinion to a degree. Let's not get carried away.
No matter how wrong it is, I'm entitled.
No matter how wrong it is, you're entitled a little bit. What else we got going?
Hello.
It seems like she needed a little something too, but goddamn, I've had so many people write me. I'm having trouble keeping up with who needs.
Well, I mean, we got to get clean water. We
got to get clean water. That's a good idea.
That's the first thing. And then those dogs, and they're down to what? I think 2 dogs now, 3 dogs. It's not like they've got the 15 or 20 dogs.
It's 2 or 3. It's 2 or 3. It's not the way it was. John Mosier just wrote me, but I don't know if he knows we're doing a show tonight or not. And John's always good at helping us out when we need it. We appreciate that.
He's saying hello to everyone. So,
and if we get the 30 viewers live, because it only counts members. If we get the 30 live viewers, we will talk about this John Cena controversy, potential controversy. Yeah, as to why it is not looking as if I will be on the tour with John Cena. And there's various things in play. And if we can get...
It's not the obvious.
Well, 2 of you got bored and left. He might ask for money.
So, exactly.
Rebecca, my old Louisville Gardens friend. There's Rebecca.
Name we haven't seen in a while.
Person the Honky Tonk Man knows well.
Very well.
Matter of fact, I talked with the Honky Tonk Man's son the other day, and Honky Tonk Man's son asked me to get in touch with Honky Tonk Man. They said he doesn't do his own podcast anymore because he wasn't making any money off from it. That's why. The Honky Tonk Man wasn't making any money.
Get in line.
Okay. Don't forget, you owe me. I don't remember agreeing.
You owe me pizza and Coca-Cola for getting the second job.
Just dropping.
Maybe you can just take that off the tab.
Vanessa. Yeah, maybe. Just take that off the tab. You could. Vanessa, congratulations on getting your second job. No doubt. I know it's been an uphill climb and trying to keep your internet paid up and everything while you're waiting to get your paychecks. Get me now. Obviously, we got some other priorities in here, but get me a price on your pizza and Coca-Cola, and we will see what can be done. We'll see what can be, because you have 2 jobs and some people have none. So that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And shout out to my old friend Rebecca there. Rebecca got a badge. Rebecca got a badge.
Did.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure
just
does.
like
Bless her little heart.
Zach Bonifer has a badge.
Has Rebecca
Just like-
ever revealed how much sex her and I had at the Louisville Gardens back when we were teenagers? Has she ever talked about that?
She's never mentioned it out loud.
I mean, we've never talked about the amount of it that we were having. Maybe we'll get into that.
Just how good it was.
And that'd be nice if she'd mentioned that. You know, I remember it not being bad. You know, that's my memories.
She was saying something to me about mushroom tip something. No, wait, that.
That was Trump's 5 or 6 women that came.
Honky
tonk.
tonk.
They didn't say that about
mushroom.
Me.
Okay.
They didn't say that. I planned on going off a lot more on these executive orders I saw today. I barely remember. Oh, stop it, Becky. You were the fucking queen of the Louisville Gardens. You were the Farrah Fawcett major of the Louisville Gardens. Timmy Lee, my birthday's coming up. See, I'm terrified to ask Timmy Lee for a donation because I might forfeit my pizza coming up. So I don't want to do that. But I get the free bear nose now. And then I've got my weight loss surgery coming up. You
might not be able to eat pizza on your birthday.
Well, not for a while. Not for a while, because I'm having the more serious of the surgeries this time. And people look at me and they say, well, look at you, King. You look like a fucking Greek god. What are you getting weight loss surgery for? Well, my stomach and my thighs don't agree. They say I'm not that Greek goddish. So, no, I need to lose.
You're like several Greek gods.
Good. I feel good. I look good. I'm the Fernando of this show. It is always better to look good than to feel good. Was that it? Or is it better to feel good than to look good? I don't remember.
No, it's looking good was the most important.
Looking good had to be the most important.
Right.
I remember he made Hogan crack up on Saturday Night Live. Oh, and in Tessa Blanchard apparently got lit up at an NXT show. Or the
Why
fans
would Tessa Blanchard be in an NXT
show? Well, because apparently.
Oh, that's right, because they're
now part of
TNA.
Yeah, and apparently the fans were lighting her up for being a racist. She didn't mention it out loud, but said Kenny was hollering pretty loud when they did it. Well, I was the screamer of the two. There's no doubt about that, because I couldn't believe Rebecca agreed to it. You know, because I had to whip the Honky Tonk Man's ass and Bill Dundee and various others just to get close to Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca said, I came in here for this shit.
So I know that Tessa.
No, honey, I did not get a picture of Farrah, but did you get it? I thought you already have a lot of surgery. Well,
I've
only had one surgery. That was 5 years ago. I had before COVID. I had the gastric sleeve, and I lost way over 200 pounds. My head was monstrous. I don't know if we still have the before-after picture in here. We might.
I think we do.
The head was pretty fucking monstrous. If we have it, we'll show that.
There we go.
And look, okay, that's me and Jimmy at a meet and greet on the left in 2019. And that is me probably a year after surgery in 2019. So that's probably sometime in 2020. Wearing a 2X hoodie, a 2X shirt of myself. And, but I've picked a little of that weight back up. I've gained probably 30 or 40 pounds. I mean, after losing a maximum of 280, I guess it could be worse, but I wanted to lose another 70, 80 pounds even before then, but I kind of hit the mark I was going, it just wasn't coming off. But look at the size of the head on the left. And these are no Photoshops. My ex-girlfriend put these together because until she sent me those pictures, I didn't, because you don't feel it as much as you think you would. But I did not realize the fucking difference between the girth of the head and that neck, to where the neck just didn't separate from the head, to where in the picture on the right, at least it looked like I had a neck again. So so I appreciated her doing that. That was Jenny that made that. And I said, okay, all right, so we're making progress. So that's good. But I don't know what another 80 or 90 pounds off me will do. I think it'll add years to my life. That's the plan. And like I said,
well, especially if you can come off your legs, that'll help your knees quite a bit.
Yeah. And I've packed a 50-pound bag of dog food around here to get it from here to the kitchen, and that ain't easy. So if I lose 2 bags of dog food, that's 100 pounds Well, that's pretty dramatic weight off your knees, because that 50 pounds is hard for me to get to the kitchen. It ain't easy. Let's see. So Zach is already so far. Zach is the only donation of the night. Let's see if that has changed.
Appreciate that.
Oh, we have a nice challenge coming in here.
Breaking news.
We have a nice challenge coming in from the east. From the east. Naughty Nicole, the naughty one, who we haven't seen in the chat a lot lately, but apparently still remembers our people and wants to be of some help. She has issued a $40 challenge, and it states here, if you can take in $40, I will match it. So there we go. And I would like to think if we hang out here for roughly an hour tonight, we've been on 25 minutes.
We can get $40.
We should be able to get 40.
We really only need 30 more.
Because got enough for the water filter. We can get Unisur gas and some meat for the dogs and the vitamins and do it. That'll go a long way. And you know what? I got a little bit of electric assistance today. It wasn't as much as I was counting on. Put me down for 20 on top of that. That's not adding on to hers. We got to get 40 from other sources. But $40 challenge. She says if you can make another 40. I'll tell you what. We'll count Zach's $10.
Yeah.
We'll count Zach's 10. So if we can get another 30 on top of that, then that gets us to 80. And then I will put 20 on top of that. But my 20 is basically going to be buying Eunice's gasoline. She needs gas. I got a little bit of electric assistance today. I've been told I might get some more next month because I showed up a week early for my appointment. Knowing I had an appointment at 3:30 today.
Yeah.
They said, 3:30. I said, well, I can go. I said, my phone's in my car. I said, but it's cold out there. I don't want to go back there. I said, can you trust me that my appointment's for 3:30 today? Sir, we don't have you down. So the lady went back and that handles my cases when I get electric assistance. I only get it like 3 or 4 times a year. And they just do a partial, but it helps, every little bit helps. And they do that for senior citizens. And the bad news I got today, I cannot think of her name. But she knows me every time I walk in, just calls me Mr. Bolin. I was blown away. She remembered my name because they get thousands of clients every day. Well, not every day, but every month. And she told me that she missed a few weeks of work and she was just so horribly sad. I said, well, what happened? She says, I don't guess you and your son know. I said, She said, well, my son died. I said, oh my God.
Oh no.
And she's a lady that might be close to my age and she has a little trouble getting around too. And I said, oh my God, what did he die of? And she said, cancer. I said, oh my God. And then the pain they go through for all that time and everything. And it's just, and I said, that sucks. And she said, well, I haven't seen your son lately. I said, well, he had an accident. Yeah, I did forget about Robert, didn't I? Saw him recently. And I said, yeah, my son had a motorcycle accident. She said, when was that? I said, around August. So I called Chris because Chris really likes her and she really goes above and beyond to help me when I need help there at the Light Heap Center. And I said, yes. I said, Chris, she said her son died on August 11th. He said, that's the day I got rear-ended in the motorcycle. I said, holy shit. And her son was 42. My son is about to be 38. And fuck. I mean, we both nearly lost our sons on the same day. I mean, mine was in a bad way for several days in the ER. It was if he hadn't had the protective gear he had on, doctors already said he wouldn't have made it. So the fact that we nearly both lost our sons that are very close to the same age on the same day, holy fuck. I mean, that hit me, man. That hit me when he told me, yeah, that's the day I got rear-ended. He said, I woke up on the 11th in the fucking ER. I said, yeah, fuck. I said, I knew it was August. I didn't realize it was the 11th. So she doesn't know that yet. I'd already left. So I'll probably be seeing her again in a week or two. No, I haven't forgot about Robert, which no longer speak to. Well, that's probably good from what I've seen of him on social media. I talked to Ricky the other day. Okay. Do you have to lose more weight before surgery? Well, they're going to put me on a 30-day diet. The last time they did that. But remember, I weighed 589 pounds and I lost 44 pounds in 30 days. I don't expect it's going to be that dramatic this time because there's just not as much fat to lose. But I'll be on a protein shake diet along with V8 juice. And if I could lose 20, 30 pounds before surgery, that'd be great. You don't really have to lose anything. They're just trying to clean out your liver, so they want you on a healthy diet for that 30 days. So I've already been through that process. But I don't think it's unreasonable to lose a pound a day.
And the less you weigh, the easier it is for anesthesia to work properly.
Exactly. Well, they put me under anesthesia at nearly 600, so I don't think they're going to have any problems with.
No, I mean, it's more dangerous, right? The more you weigh,
there's always a risk. I mean, there's a risk if you're a fucking marathon runner. Anytime they put you under anesthesia, there is a risk. That's why you sign all these fucking waivers. I don't know how law-abiding they are. Oh, and by the way, y'all know TikTok went down for a little bit. And my shows used to be edited into pieces. We had a guy that was doing that. Apparently, he was also keeping the money because I didn't make any. And I heard that they pay pretty good over there at TikTok. So he was and I don't know if he still is or not. I have no idea. But we were getting about 55,000 views a month over on TikTok, according to the stats he was sending me. And we went down for 12 hours. And I didn't give a shit. I wouldn't make no money. I mean, yeah, we get put up over there. And I've met a couple of nice people over on TikTok. A girl from China that seems to be a real sweetheart that has also traveled to just about every country and city that my son has been to. And I thought that was weird because every city that she named, my son went there. Oh my God. And then she loved that we help Filipinos. She's Chinese, but wants to go to Manila. She said, I'd love to go there and meet you there and help you do this. She says, yeah, I'm very fortunate. I make good money. My family is very supportive of me. That's why I go all over the world. She said, hell, I'll meet you in Manila and help you do this. And she's a young girl, 24, 25, real sweetheart. And we've gotten to be pretty good friends. And I fact checked everything she told me. I mean, she's not an AI guy. I mean, Billy, she's not an AI girl. I mean, she's gave me her history, and she talked to me about Trinity in Dublin. And Chris, so, Maya's gone to college there. I've been there. And I said, well, that's where she fucking graduated from. And she'd been to Tennessee. And I said, you ever been to Kentucky? She said, no, but I've been to Tennessee. I said, well, I used to live in Nashville. And I told her how far Kentucky was away. She said, I've been to 3 states in the United States as government work and schooling programs. She said, I've been to Nashville. I said, yep, used to live there. I've been to West Virginia. I said, I'm sorry. And I've been to North Carolina. I said, my dad's got a summer home there. I said, so 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but I'm so sorry about West Virginia. Good morning. And there's our birthday girl coming up in 10 days, Bob. And make sure to tell Giselle happy 18th birthday. And she's so smart, doing so good in school. And we got her some new clothes. They should be coming in any day. And the queen of TikTok here. This is the girl that'll be making all the goddamn money on TikTok. But
I know.
She said she doesn't do it for the money. She does it for fun. We'll start doing it for the money.
Yeah,
and
she should be a bajillionaire.
She also has need. Throw that back up. What about V8?
What do you mean V8? I've never heard of anyone just drinking V8. Explain this V8 diet. She's very demanding.
Here's the thing. V8, if you get the low sodium version, only has 60 calories and very low sodium. And it is a great meal replacement. It's got a lot of the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that you need. And as a matter of fact, when they had me in the hospital for the better part of 3 months, V8 juice is about all they had me on. They didn't put me on protein shakes. They had me on a lot of V8 juice. I like V8 juice. I didn't give a shit. But they didn't have me on the low sodium version. But they had me hooked up to intravenous Lasix. So they were pumping that fucking shit, urine out of me. They pumped over 200 pounds of urine out of me in 30 some odd days. I mean, it was a lot of fluid they got out of me. And so what my diet will probably be 2 protein shakes a day to get me 60 grams of protein. My V8 juice, I haven't read how much protein's in there, but it's a good vegetable supplement. And they want you on a liquid diet with 1 simple meal in the evening, but mainly protein, no carbs, and you can have vegetables. The last 2 weeks, you can't even do that. It's pure liquid the last 2 weeks. So I've already got 4 cases of V8 juice here. I got a good buy on them on Amazon. You can actually use your EBT card to get V8 juice. I guess you can use it on protein shakes too, but protein shakes are expensive. And that's going to be the health part. So Sir Joseph Pesci breaking the bank.
We'll step out for just a second. Yeah. Thank you, Dave Pesci. I want to step out for just a second.
Every little dollar helps, as Pesci used to say. But yeah, Nicole, $40 challenge. She says if we can make another 40 in here, she's going to match that. We appreciate it. And Rebecca Algier Adcock has sent us also $10. So there's 20 of that 40 we're trying to raise. $10 from Becky over on Venmo. We got $10 from Zach. He did 10. Pesci's done 2. So we're roughly about $20 away. And thank you. There's Pesci's donation there. Thank you very much. Is McDonald's really your sponsor? No, we just post people up here for the fuck of it, Pesci. It's funny you ask that. Yeah, we have agreements with all these people. Some of them pay a fair amount of cash. Some of them do food trade outs and a little bit of cash. Bear Nose has been a very, very good sponsor with us. Carrabba's. The Fish House I don't get to as much anymore, but we had to let 2 sponsors go recently. One of them we had to let go today. One of them was Popeye's Fried Chicken, because Popeye's was under new management for like the 7th time in 7 months, which was getting to be a pain in the ass because we was having to renegotiate the deal every fucking time a new manager came in. So now for the 8th time in 7 months, they had a new manager today. And I'm not aware of any of this. I said, well, you probably wouldn't be. I guess you're new. He says, well, I'm just up here helping out. He says, I'm up here from another store. And I said, well, I said, sir, I just made this agreement just about a month ago with the previous manager named Kevin, whatever his name was. And, well, I gotta go up the chain of command. I said, well, yeah, that's what they normally do. So, so I'm getting tired of fucking with them anyway. So, well, he doesn't come back very often. I'm not even sure why he's here today. We rarely see, Michael. And plus she's ratting out his real name there. She's getting on him. So, they claim they call the owners, and the owners claim that they've never approved one deal I've had with Popeyes. Even though every time I go in there, everybody knows us. Everybody knows the show. We've gotten many of their employees hired through this show. We had a very nice deal with them. And that was approved by the area manager, the general managers, the assistant managers. Everybody there fucking knows. And when they told me today that the owner said that he didn't know anything about it. So you mean to tell me that 7, now 8 different managers over a period of 7 to 8 months, and we've been with Popeyes well over a year.
Yep.
That the owners didn't know. The Indian, the owners are of Indian descent. I have been told that they watch every fucking nickel like you won't believe, and they said they're hard to deal with. So they wouldn't even let me talk to them. They said we'll talk to them, and they said if it's you, you're not going to get anywhere. We'll have a better shot than you will. So okay, fair enough. So now the owner claims. So in other words, this bullshit secondary fish-in manager had the owner's number. Probably not. So he's just making shit up. So when he did, I said, buddy, I said, what's the owner's name? Well, I'm not going to give you the name. You're probably just going to badmouth them. I said, no, I'm going to badmouth the people that lie to me. And I said, no, I said, I want the owner's name so I can call them. No, I'm not going to do that. I said, so you're not going to, I said, you don't think I can't find the fucking owner's name? I said, you do realize I know all the managers that you all fired before you got here. You do realize that the guy that quit and told you all to shove your company up your ass is a good friend of mine, and I got his cell phone number. He knows the owner too. I said, do you want to be the baby face? Knowing he doesn't know what the fuck to talk about. And give me the owner's name, or are you going to be a dick and I'm going to take you down with him? I said, because I'm going to make you one promise. You fucked me out of a couple free meals a month. I don't fucking give a shit. But the fact that you're fucking lying to me, and I'm telling this on the phone, and he's stupid enough to hang on and keep listening to me, trying to argue with me. I said, I promise you, I'm going to cost you a lot more fucking money than you're going to cost me. I said, because I got friends with millions of fucking followers. Probably a lot, some of them like Popeyes, but we don't like fucking liars. And, well, I'm not going to give you the owner's name. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to get it and I'll have it by tomorrow. Well, I haven't bothered to get it yet. And I'm also going to contact Popeyes corporate and let them know what a lying bunch of little motherfuckers they got there and act like they don't know who the goddamn manager is, the owner is. I just noticed Bob doesn't have dye in his hair.
It's starting to wear out. That's it's there, but the roots are gray, and so I've got to get the.
I might remember this promo. You know, handsome Jimmy has to dye his roots black just to get a little peace and quiet. He didn't want everybody to know he was a natural blonde. So handsome Jimmy would dye his roots black just to get a little. Bobby has to dye his roots gray.
Dye mine gray. There's a little color there. You look at the side there. There's some color in there.
Yeah, I see the little. Yeah, onto the side, I can see the color.
Yeah,
but I'm glad nobody is pointing out your Elon Musk mustache. I'm glad that.
Well, see, if you look there close, you can see that there's some non-Elon side pieces there.
Yeah, it's the Elon that we're concerned about.
It's this little. It's like, you know, I can't get the most. Like,
so you saw what he did, right? I've sent you the clip. You saw what he did. Okay,
yeah.
Chris, if he'd have done that when he was in Germany, they would have tackled him to the ground, arrested him, and he might not have saw daylight. They ran JBL out of Germany for doing that.
I love you.
Yeah, and then had to turn and do it again to the rear. Well, they were interviewing Tulsi Gabbard today, and one of the Democrat, one going to be a Republican, bring it up. One of the Democratic congressmen said, "Did you see what he did?" Oh no, that didn't have anything to do with Hitler. No.
Tulsi Gabbard. I cannot believe there was a time when I thought she was a reasonable human being.
And then what the preacher did in front of Trump today was one of the greatest things I've ever seen, and we have that clip too. And I'll take my chances.
Better than the one that yesterday got up and basically was on his knees in front of Trump.
Yes,
not praying to God.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the guy that was doing his Martin Luther King?
Yes.
Yeah. I sent you that too because Joey Reid played it.
Yeah,
Joey Reid said, "You want to talk about performance art?" And she said that even the billionaires were laughing at this guy at his over dramatization and the fuck up of the Martin Luther King speech. So, I have a dream that little black kids and little Mexican kids will be locked in cages together, hand in hand, deported across the country. Mine is still a little blonde and gray. All right. There's the heart. The heart's in here. I did get some new pictures of my sweet little baby, little Ruby May. She looks like she's feeling a little better. We got her some heart medication.
So our crack research team,
big help on a lot of that.
Yeah, let me tell our crack research team.
Yeah.
Has a name and phone number. Harun Kawaja is the operating partner for the franchisee there in Louisville Popeyes.
That adds up.
Principal partner's name is Zishan Momin.
I would like, well, that added. I was told it was two Indian owners. So that's
Riaz Maknogia.
The crack. Well, like I said, it can't be that hard to find this out.
The crack research team. And it was not me. It was our crack research team.
Probably Bullitt County based, if I had to guess.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll have him forward that information to me.
Yeah, we'll get it sent over.
Yeah. Because I doubt I'm calling them. It's corporate. I'm going to call and say, "Hey, this is what your owners are doing," and
so it's a franchise, right? So the franchise, Popeyes corporate doesn't run these companies.
But I would think Popeyes corporate would not like that type of representation.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I would because I deal with that all the time. Well, we're franchising. Yeah, but I don't think corporate's going to like what you're doing.
Right.
And
so let me find that.
Well, thank you for the donation, sweetie. Appreciate the 10. Now, I think 20 is all we got. I heard some others say they were going to donate tonight, but I haven't seen it yet. No, it ain't there yet.
I did see the interesting conversation that the Filipinos had with God. I like.
Yeah.
Where it's like God said, "Filipinos, we have one gift we can give you. You can either be good with money or you can be passive aggressive experts." And they said, "It's okay, God. You can just give those gifts to someone else. It's all right. Exactly. We don't really need them."
Yeah, we don't.
God says, "Yep, passive aggressive it is then."
Yes.
I'm looking
raspberry
for the
lemonade crystal light. I got 60 packs of it for $9 at the Costco. That is somebody I'd love to have on the show, is Costco, because they make life a little easier for me. And I have Instacart now for a year. I got a service because of being on disability. Got a $19 a year membership, and got a couple of family members on there as well for that same $19. And I think I even got room for 1 or 2 more people. And but yeah, Rico says I'm going to be on his show soon. I'll believe it when I see it. So I'm sure we'll get it right. He's trying to get moved and everything to his new home.
Yeah, well, you know, he's got to get set up there. So looking for that.
I hadn't had a drink yet. Good to get that.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I'm still looking for that.
Well, you have the right president in office to get that back, Mr. Pesci, as you speak to a 1/4 Cherokee Indian, who even I don't really particularly give a shit. You know, but then again, if you have the Atlanta African Americans, that might be an issue. Somebody wanted a team called the Florida Crackers once. I think Terry Funk was behind that. And so they don't do it with any other nationalities that I know of. So you got the Indian, because I heard the Chiefs were even in danger there for a little bit.
Well, and then
just for calling them the Chiefs.
In hockey, they have the Chicago Blackhawks that have been.
Yeah, they're still around. And well, the Florida Seminoles were apparently given permission by the Seminole tribe to do that.
I think the Blackhawks are the same way. I think the Chicago Blackhawks have actually.
But Pesci, not to call him out or anything, is the one that said, "I've got these illegal aliens cutting through my yard." As well, how do you know they're illegal? Well, King, you can just tell.
You can tell by looking at them.
You can tell by looking at them they're illegal.
They have that dance. You know, they got to kind of furtively move around.
King, I'm not a racist. I got a black man cuts my hair. Oh, okay, all right. Bless your heart.
I own 3 of them, and you know we've had.
Yeah, that's what Andrew Jackson used to say.
All right,
I own 3 of them. How could I be a racist? I bought and paid for 3 of them.
Trump.
So I got somebody message me. I wrote a message. It looks like Rico might be one of them. Are they Nazis too? Well, it's Barkley. What's he talking about?
They are. They're all Barkleys.
Oh Jesus! He found some still shots of people putting their arm up in the air.
Yes, I've seen the ones where it was Hillary and Obama.
Will you stop it, Barkley? You fucking moron! They're obviously pointing at something
or waving.
They're obviously pointing at something, but he found some Democrats that held their arm up.
Yeah, they didn't do this.
Hey, Barkley, hang on. You're obviously watching, you little bitch. Crank me up the video. Show me the video you've got of those segments, because I've got video. And if you can confuse that video, you Republican little bitch, blocking the goddamn. I'm mad at y'all today, Barkley. I appreciate your donation the other day, but I'm mad at you all trying to make life rough on our foreign friends. I ain't happy about it. I got family married to Mexicans. Maybe your breed is pure. Maybe they haven't infiltrated your family. As a matter of fact, you had an Indian girlfriend. As a matter of fact, you bragged about how little you paid your foreign help. Be careful, Barkley. Be careful. So are they Nazis too? Well,
they are. Well, they are. They are. Everyone.
Right, yeah, why not? We'll just label them all. Didn't even have the fucking guts to say something in here. You got to send me still photo. I got video, motherfucker. You got video? Send me your fucking video. I bet it doesn't match up to what I've got. Karen McDonald made us $50 donation. Are you staying warm? Are you staying warm in Code Louisville? No. That answer that fucking question. Jeanette was needing some medication. She broke her toe the other day, and she needs medication for the pain. We have not mentioned that yet, but like I said, we've only made $20 in donations. Okay. Trump is a demon was sent to me by somebody from Oldham County. I won't mention their name.
Your brother would never send that. He's not in Oldham County anymore, though, right? He's out in the other boondocks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me share the screen here. This is NBC News coverage. We are sharing this as a public discussion of the news.
Ruby May.
We're using the.
Oh, by the way, that's my birthday cake she's holding in that picture there. They celebrated my birthday without me, so that was nice of them.
That was awful sweet of them to do that.
Yeah, and we got her medicine. We got her a cheap phone, but she needed something for school, so we got her a cheap phone for $30, and made life a little easier there for her.
All right,
so broke ass. The video broke bitch Barkley.
Speaking of video, so here's some video. Here we go.
Okay, here's the video, and if you got video that matches this, I'll take a look at it. Oh, here's the preacher. This is the preacher.
God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families.
Video courtesy of NBC
Some
News.
who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after
Melania's
we eat in
body double
restaurants
does
and
not
work
look
the night
happy now.
shifts in hospitals.
She does not.
They may not be citizens or have the proper documentation.
Oh, that
The vast majority of immigrants are not criminals.
Yeah.
They pay
No,
taxes.
Laura or the other
and are good
daughter. The other
neighbors.
daughter.
They are faithful
the
members
really
of
blonde.
our churches,
Oh yeah,
mosques,
Laura.
The other one Trump does
synagogues,
not know.
Wadara,
Yeah,
and temples.
that was from another wife. He can't remember.
I ask
which
you to
one
have
that
mercy,
was
Mr.
from.
President, on those in our communities
Don Jr.
whose
looks
children
thrilled
fear
too.
that their parents will be taken away. And that you help those who are
JD
fleeing
Vance
war
is
zones
reading the
and
notes going, I don't
persecution
remember this being in the
in their
I
own
just know
lands,
people say all this shit.
to find compassion and welcome here. Our God teaches us that we are to be merciful to the stranger.
Yeah.
For
What
we
I've heard.
were all once strangers in this land.
This video courtesy of NBC News.
Yes. Thank you, NBC.
May
You will
God
not
grant
be
us the
seen
strength and
unplugged.
courage to honor the dignity of every human being, to speak the truth to one
This
another
is being
in
shown
love,
under the fair use of the Copyright
and
Act
walk humbly with each
as
other
we discuss
and
a
our
political
God
issue of the
for the
day.
good of all people,
Our sponsors have
good of all
nothing to do with
people in this nation
Yeah.
and the world.
it. Well,
The guy over there behind JD Vance is going, oh,
have you ever seen a
that-
family more uncomfortable than that one? Look at what the hell?
Trump's like, well,
What the fuck?
where's the special forces? All right. I noticed when they were saying the prayers over him yesterday, he was just looking all around. Didn't
Well, he was, and then he never once put his hand on the Bible, so he never officially took the oath of office.
Well, now, so you don't have to
I
put your
would
hand
say,
on
hey,
something.
I'm an atheist.
Yeah.
Really?
So apparently,
just own up.
apparently
Just own up.
Melania
I'm an
was,
atheist guy. Why do you want me to do it? It ain't gonna mean shit.
Melania was late with the thing, so she started without her, and then she
The
runs up
smooth
there.
criminal. But I
And she's
swear to
like-
God, I know I was the first one to post he was a smooth criminal on Twitter because I did it instantly. There's no way anybody beat me to that. And now it's trending. The smooth criminal. A lot of the big magazines and everybody were posting the smooth. You motherfuckers didn't give me an ounce of credit, but I'll get the screenshots of when I posted it. I guarantee goddamn T has a verse.
Yeah.
We didn't play our opening theme song tonight, but AT&T, you know you got it from here. There's no other way you heard that song. So start giving me the goddamn credit I deserve. Guys, are we going to pick up $20 for the $40 challenge or not?
We're going to pick up another 7 viewers so we can tell the John Cena story.
Yeah, well, we got to get 6 more viewers. Yeah, 6 more viewers will tell the John Cena story. Tell your friends and relatives.
Baseball Hall of Fame.
And when TikTok went down, it was down for 12 hours. Well, there was a reason because they closed it early. Well, there's a reason it closed early, and you probably heard this, to change and basically destroy the algorithms on TikTok, because that's why everybody liked to go there, is that it was basically algorithm free.
Right.
Very freedom of speech. The algorithms did not fuck with people.
Originally,
that's why we were getting. Hang on, let me finish. That's the reason we were getting 54,000 views on TikTok. We're lucky to get fucking 300 to 400 here. Kenny, did you start working again?
no badge, no answer.
Well, I gave him an answer. No, I'd like to. No, you got a job? I think that did we block him? I thought we did.
I don't think we did block that.
Because he never gets a badge. And he talks about his kids in college or something. I don't know. But no, you can't ask me questions because you ain't got a badge.
So today, the Baseball Hall of Fame results were announced.
Let's get to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
3 people made the Hall of Fame. Billy Wagner in his final year of eligibility.
Oh yeah, excellent relief pitcher, Houston Astros in his day. That's what I remember.
C. Sabathia in his first year.
Sabathia, big old fat boy like me.
And Ichiro Suzuki, in his first year of eligibility,
Oh,
393 out of 394 votes.
mm-hmm.
I want the jackass that
Yeah.
said,
Well, who was that guy?
Ichiro Suzuki, 3,000 hits in the major league, 4,500 hits considering his Japanese career.
Yeah.
One of the all-time leaders in stolen bases, one of the best outfielders to ever play the game.
Yeah.
He's not a Hall of Famer, no.
Yeah, no, he ain't got the ass for it.
So the guys
now the person that's asking me that question, if you would like to get a badge and make some type of a donation, because everybody else here has got shit going on too, but we try to help people on this show. And so if you want to do that, I'll answer whatever questions you got. I already gave you a free one. So, but no, when people are just in here with no empathy and no give a fuck to help anybody, they kind of, because that's what this show's here for. So, what do you do?
So just missing the 75% mark.
Yeah, who missed? That's always,
Carlos Beltran.
Who?
Carlos Beltran,
pretty good ball player. Pretty good ball player.
Had 70.3% of the vote.
Okay.
Andrew Jones, very good defensive outfielder. Yeah, 66% of the vote. And then it drops pretty dramatically. Chase Utley at 39%. Alex Rodriguez.
He's not a Hall of Famer. Fuck it, Chase. You're done. No, not.
No, I look at this list of guys that aren't on here, and I'll go, during their career, did I ever consider them the best player at their position? Now, Alex Rodriguez is paying a steroid price.
A-Rod should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't give a fuck if you're on steroids or not. Yeah, if you hit the ball, it's going to go further. You still have to hit the fucking ball.
Yeah.
So, and everybody was cheating in one way or another. Fucking Mark McGuire was on shit that they had to make illegal because they didn't know it was illegal at the time.
Right.
Andro, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Manny
Ramirez.
And some people have said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So
that's true. Andy Pettit. I don't think Andy Pettit is a Hall of Famer. He's a really good pitcher, but I don't think he's among the best of all time.
Andy Pettit's pretty good, but I'd have to hear and see the numbers and compare them with other Hall of Famers.
Yeah, Felix Hernandez, his first year of eligibility, got 20% of the vote.
Yeah, he's not going to make it.
Bobby Abreu, just under 20%. Again, good outfielder, but was he one of the best of all time?
Good ball player, but I don't know about Hall of Famer.
I mean, I would love to have him on my team, but
yeah. If I got to pick up a football team.
Jimmy Rollins, really good shortstop, but again,
I think Nicole's money is going to be saved. We've only made $20 other than her challenge.
Omar Vizquel, Dustin Pedroia, Mark Burley, Francisco Rodriguez.
Jazzy Jana, we've only got $20 in donations, and we have a $40 challenge from Nicole. So if you're able to do anything for us, my dear, we would love to see if you can be of some help.
So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out the one guy that didn't think Derek Jeter was a Hall of Famer, the one guy that
you got to be kidding me.
The three guys that didn't think Ken Griffey Jr. was a Hall of Famer. The five guys who didn't think Tom Seaver was a Hall of Famer.
They make a good hamburger, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Five guys.
Ken Griffey, five guys, yeah.
So, Pesci, you didn't want to argue with me about the
Nolan
Cleveland
Ryan
Indians?
You know what? I think Cleveland should be the Indians. Guardians is an awful name.
I don't give a shit, I don't give a shit. And I'm quarter sure. I've got as much right to get picked. Now, the racist, because I got the racist Atlanta Braves garbage can behind me over here.
Right.
It's a very racist garbage.
I mean, the logo.
I have the racist Chicago. You can't tell me that a racist wasn't involved in making that logo. That's why it's here. I want it off the streets.
Yeah. So the Indians logo I could do without the big smiley face.
No, the racist logos are, but then again, I don't know why we have to name teams after
anything.
Tribes and races.
The Cleveland baseball team.
Yeah.
Why do they have to have a mascot?
But then again, why does the SEC have to have two teams named the Tigers?
Well, there you go.
The first Tiger's the Tiger. The other team's got to change their goddamn name.
The White Tigers.
Wyoming used to be the Porcupines. Now they're the Cowboys. Jesus.
I don't know how many porcupines actually live in Wyoming, though.
It doesn't matter. Wyoming porcupines. Why? Because we're a bunch of pricks. Perfect shirt.
Stick it.
I came up with
that.
back when they were the Wyoming Porcupines.
And your other shirt that we
by the way, Bob Hazelwood, where do porcupines live?
In
Probably Wyoming. Where the fuck else would we go?
Well, where would you
You
want
ain't
to live?
seen any, right?
Exactly.
You haven't seen
hiding.
any? They're probably in Wyoming, where all the other porcupines live.
Yeah, so I also like the other shirt, the idea that you had, Kenny, that you and
what was that?
About the folks who come to the shows only to see the non-televised matches.
We're here for the darks.
We're here for the darks.
We're here for the darks. And that'd be a good shirt. We're here for the darks. And what was I had a follow-up to that. We're here for the darks. And I had a follow-up to that. God damn it.
We're going to have to produce the Still Earth non-movement shirt.
I may have to kick out of the show for a second because I got to go to my executive producer, known as my son, because there was something that went with "We're here for the darks," and he was asking me if I got something worked into the show or not. I need to find out what that is too. So I'm going to get him on. Okay, I'll just keep him on
here. Well, let me just kick you out. Yeah, he might be watching. No, I doubt that.
Hey, your voice can't be heard, but this is important because Bob brought up something very important tonight. He says, I also want to see that other shirt you were talking about. I said, what shirt's that? He says, about those certain matches that the fans go to see. We're here for the darks. There was something else that went with that. We're here for the darks. And what was it? Because it was about as funny as We're here for the darks. Well, yeah, but we had another shirt idea. What's that?
I'm going to mute the mic so that Chris doesn't get his voice on. Because, he's a very shy young man. Doesn't like having his voice go out over the air. So, show a picture of Jazzy Jana again. Look at that beautiful young lady in the snow. And, of course, not a beautiful young lady. Late great Ole Anderson. When the first time I ever went to a wrestling match, I was living in Northern Virginia. Went to down to Richmond to watch some Mid-Atlantic wrestling, and Gene and Ole Anderson were there. And I swear to God, those two guys scared the bejeebers out of me. I thought for sure they were going to come out in the audience and just start randomly beating people up just because they were that mean and that grumpy. Still talking. You could get your own Star Maker Bolin tennis shoes. Limited supply, still not yet to be shipped. We still have a poster signed by John Cena that apparently you guys don't want to know why Kenny won't be on the retirement tour, but it's okay. If you do, show up. Get a boss badge if you want to for a large enough donation. Beautiful little art gel. Eileen and her kid. Ashley, Chenny, Cheska, Ruby May in her modeling days. Good to see you, Junior Man. There's Eunice. We've got Jelly Beans in her Bully Girl shirt. Sonny Boy. Haven't heard from Sonny Boy in a while. Don't know how he's doing. Don't know how Bolin Jr. and Dode are doing either, but oh well. I'm sure they're doing fine. Haven't heard from them. Kenny Bolin on his championship belt. All right. Is it safe to talk again? No, he's still talking. All right. Well, folks, we have been here an hour and 3 minutes. We have got $10.27 from Zach Bonifer. We have $2 from Joe Pesci, Michael Lurie. We have.
I'm back and 10 pounds heavier.
We have a $40 challenge from
he
Nicole.
He can't remember it either. He said, we just say shit. And I said, yeah. The room is pretty well silenced. The donations looks like Nicole's going to get to keep her $40 as it stands right now.
It's okay. Jampy doesn't mind drinking dirty, filthy water.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Nicole. Allow me to do this in the voice of James Storm, who once called himself the Star Maker. Nicole, sorry about your damn luck. She's out the 40 because Jazzy Jana from Louisiana,
snowy Louisiana,
has issued a $30 challenge and has asked if we can stay at least 15 more minutes.
Well, Jim,
And
for you, we will stay.
And I'm going to. So thank you, Jazzy Jana. You're a show saver. You're a show saver. And Bob, we're telling us Maya is a huge baseball fan over there in Dublin, Ireland. And the people in Dublin are off-put by her love of baseball because she doesn't get into the Conor McGregors and these stupid sports of Dublin. She's a baseball fan. She loves baseball references. She likes talking wrestling lingo, calling people marks. She likes Donnybrook. She likes Bean Wars. One of the great Bean Wars of all time is when Champ Summers, if you remember this, I think he played for the Padres. And we were talking about some of the great, and I told my son he's got to look this up because he said Maya just looks for great baseball brawls on YouTube. I said, tell her to look up the one with the Padres and the Braves to where it spilled over into the dugout. Champ Summers got involved, former Cincinnati Red. They were throwing Cokes and popcorn, soda, and beer cans on the players. This thing got ugly. And if memory serves me correctly, it was the Padres and Braves. I think it was at Atlanta. And Champ Summers was wanting to go in the crowd and whip some Brave ass, logo or not. Champ was going to whip some ass. And but Champ Summers, I was trying to come up with his name the other day. I come up with Craig Lefferts. It's no, it wasn't Craig Lefferts. Champ Summers was the guy.
Kenny, let's just take a look at what the crack research team has found in the archives.
Research team is on that.
They are.
They're working hard. We got to pay them overtime tonight. They're working hard.
Here we go. This is a report back in 1984. The Atlanta Braves in the
that's about the year I thought it was.
Dick Williams for 10 days and Braves manager Joe Torre for 3. There have been fines, but
that all they got?
Apologies as everyone continues to defend his actions. It all started with an apparent purpose pitch from Braves Pascual Perez.
That's right in the kidney.
Off the game.
And Pascual hit it on purpose, which I don't believe now. And once they took their shot at getting Pascual, that should have been over with.
Well, the Padres took several shots of retaliation. All 4 times, Perez came to the plate. Here, Ed Whitson missed them 3 times in the same at-bat. And then Whitson got tossed out of the game.
Well, I think there's a lot of guys that, know how the game is played and going to support their fellow players. And sometimes they're going to, retaliate if they have to.
And in the 8th inning, Craig Lefferts finally manages to hit Perez.
It was an unfortunate incident.
That's Craig Lefferts.
Craig Lefferts. Involved, unfortunately, they just got away from me.
We had to do something.
I knew he was involved.
And that touched off the first of 2 bench-clearing brawls. It was rather typical of baseball fights, tackling and pushing and shoving.
That's Champ Summers right there.
Champ Summers headed toward the Braves bench looking for Perez.
I was just trying to make
from the crowd.
Perez, if he's a team player and everything, and he's so talented and all this and that, right? Why didn't he come back out there and field with everybody else? He ran in the dugout. So he let his 24 players go out there and get hurt so they can protect him. Well, to me, that doesn't make sense. And I just kept him in mind. All I want to do was just scare him.
I just wanted to make sure that he was participating in the
Then in the 9th inning, Donnie Moore hit Greg Nettles. And that touched off number 2. In all, 13 ejections, 9 players, 2 managers, and 2 acting managers. And it didn't stop there. The fans of Atlanta who tried to get involved were arrested and let off in handcuffs. One of the ugliest sights baseball has seen.
Fans get thrown out.
Where are they
still in the game?
Oh, they're like, you guys are out. You guys are out. You're out. You're out. You're out. We're going to leave 9 guys not thrown out of the game. Just so
they had to go into
somebody to start something like this.
I can't comment on what I think about what Williams did because that has to go into the league office. As far as Torre goes, I think Torre did a great job of trying to keep the thing under control. And I think without him, it would have got a lot worse.
But Torre was quoted as calling Williams an idiot.
Oh, there's Gary right in the middle.
I wasn't on the field. Oh, Torre to say that I was gutless. I'll meet him anywhere he wants, on the street corner in New York, where he's from. He's learning how to spell better.
In talking with the Padres here in San Diego, a common thread emerged from the interviews. While yes, they admitted that the incident was very ugly last Sunday in Atlanta, They also thought that maybe this showed something positive about their club as well.
It did. It showed something really positive about their club. They're a bunch of fighters.
I knew Craig Lefferts. I thought he was involved.
Okay, Champ Summers was the one. You've got a wild one here. On the Bump is Pat.
This is great. Now, if you ever watch John Boy Media, they will do lip syncing of the players. I'm not going to play it because they'll hit us.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen it.
But yeah, look for John Boy Media.
How did that not get any comments? What are you fucking people doing? We just gave you some great footage there. A lot of you assholes didn't even know anything about that. Didn't know it existed. Maya will be. Oh my God! Goddamn! I gotta tell Chris to look that up. 1984.
1984 Braves and Padres.
How many people thrown out? Like 20 something on both teams.
I think like 13 players.
13 and 9.
Four managers. Like both managers and then the acting managers in the second ball.
But I had it in my head. Craig Lefferts was involved in it. No,
he was.
Champ Summers, but Craig Lefferts was involved. Craig Lefferts was a mean-looking motherfucker.
And he
so, guys, I'm going to tell the greatest story ever told in baseball, and I'm going to tell it on the Thursday night show. And I'm preparing you now because if it weren't for about 3 or 4 of you, the donations would have been the absolute shits tonight. No, it was Jazzy Jana. And let's face it, Nicole were 90% of the donations tonight. And then we got $10 from Zach. And we got 10 from Becky. And then 2 from Pesci, and that was it.
2 from Pesci, yeah.
And Zach did 10.
Yeah, Zach did 10.
That's it. So we'll save this for Thursday. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the greatest baseball story ever told. And it involves I'm not saying whether the story's true or not, but it's the greatest baseball story ever told. And it's going to involve these characters. It's going to involve Bob Uecker. It'll be set in a World Series game. It's going to involve Rob Dibble, better known as Officer Dibble. And it's going to involve a midget. And I don't know if you can say that anymore, but now that Trump's in office, you probably can.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it. Bob Uecker, a midget, Rob Dibble, and it's going to be a lengthy story. And it's going to be the greatest story ever told in Major League Baseball. I was telling the story the other day, and my son was dying because he thought it was a true story. And it might be. It might be.
There's no saying
it's technically true. The names have been changed to protect the guilty. In most cases, except Bob Uecker. But it's a great story. We can't wait to tell Maya because Maya will be telling this story all over Dublin. But it's going to take. And then we have to reveal to Maya about what we discovered about my brother that he doesn't know about his biological father. That's going to be an interesting story. And that is a true story. So, that'll be.
We'll save that one for another time.
Yeah,
we'll save that for our Patreon, maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna have to set Patreon back up. It looks like because with the algorithms and all, maybe Patreon will be of some help to us. But apparently now TikTok is. If you try to search something negative on TikTok, more often than not, it comes back no results found. Used to be you'd find all kinds of shit about Trump on TikTok. It's shut down for 12 hours. And people over there are saying the algorithms are totally fucked now. That they're as bad, if not worse, than Facebook. No fact checking, by the way. We don't want you checking any facts over here because that's going to fuck it up for everybody. Where's the scene? Well, we didn't get to 30 people. That's where the Cena story is. Didn't get to 30 people. You won't be a part of the retirement.
Well, maybe if you would actually bring.
I wish I could help you.
If you'd bring some pasta over.
You come over Saturday night and we might tell the story then. But no, talk to the 6 people that refused to come in here tonight. We got up to
9 people now.
Nine now. But we told all of you. Tell a friend. Matthew Herbert still owes me money. Oh, he's got money to go SmackDown in Indianapolis. He just ain't got no money to pay for his picture.
It's not going for the Rumble.
Yeah, Undertaker.
Pre-Rumble.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah, he's going to that. $5 for the story. Nope. No, these are 2 great stories. The Cena story, which you all didn't want to hear, because all it took. And I ain't gonna tell you any stories until you get a badge. I'm pretty sure you got blocked in here being a smart ass.
You could spend $5 to get the story. You could spend
but you won't get
$3 to get the badge.
And just look decent while you're in here. And I'm pretty sure I blocked you on Twitter. No, it ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. You wouldn't pay it no way. So, no, we need 30 people in here to do the story. $30, Martinez, and you got a deal. You ain't donated in a dog's age anyway. $30 and you got a deal. And then I'll tell the Cena story. As a matter of fact, we do have John Cena Sr. scheduled to come back in here for the next couple of weeks. We're working on getting a date with Anthony Scaramucci. Disco Inferno said he's going to be ready to come on. No, I don't have social media and I've never been blocked. So you're, well, there's somebody over on Twitter acting like they're you. So just so you know, and I blocked him. But there's somebody on Twitter acting like they're you. And you do have social media because you're on YouTube. What do you think YouTube is? It's a version of social media. So, yeah, you do. Just like everyone else says, I don't do social media. Are you on YouTube? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't do it, but I watch TikTok all the time.
I sent you something from TikTok that was one of the weirdest things I have ever seen.
Yeah.
It's a girl from China who only whispers and makes weird fucking noises with special devices and a microphone.
Yeah, I don't watch TikTok.
Oh, my God. Well, you have to see this video to think there's people that watch this girl and send her money. I was mesmerized. I told her, I said, well, I hate people that aren't unique, and you're not that. And I want you to know I found 5 people doing her shit right after that. I guess because I watched it for a few minutes.
All right. And then the algorithm came up with.
And then the algorithm, well, I guess he likes this. Yeah. Algorithms. So, I did the whole show tonight without glasses, either sunglasses or readers. God damn. Oh, well, we're only 4 shy of that John Cena story and a couple of donations. No, I don't have to. Yeah. So why do you not have a badge? You don't think the show's worth $3? And I've never been blocked. Never say that to me because I'll fix that shit.
We can take care of it.
Donating. When you're not donating and you don't have a badge, and you get Malvy, who watched the Dave Chappelle monologue on Saturday Night Live? I mean, am I the only guy who fucking watches Saturday Night Live anymore?
I think so.
Excellent fucking monologue. Did as good as he could. So where are these people coming from? All of a sudden, we say we need 30 people to tell the John Cena story, and now they're coming out of the fucking woodwork. Where are they fucking coming from?
Don't know.
I bet you some of these assholes are logging into multiple accounts. Is what they're doing. That don't count.
Yeah, I'll watch on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh no, fuck you. That ain't gonna do it. I need 30 different people live.
We need everyone who's watching, all 30 of you. If there's not, well, 27
by the way,
just say hello.
Cornette has apparently been posting some story about claiming he did it. He might know people that's done it, about how they had to live cheap on the road and they ate ketchup soup called poor man's tomato soup. Cornette never did that. Cornette had a very nice, I won't say the amount of money. Cornette had a very nice, what do you call it?
Allowance.
When his father passed away, he set Jimmy.
Oh, inheritance. Yeah, he had a nice little inheritance.
No, it wasn't even a
trust fund. Yeah.
A trust fund. Yeah. Jimmy had a very nice. If you want to think Jimmy ever ate fucking ketchup soup with a rich mother and a father that set him up for life, you think Jimmy Cornette ate ketchup soup. Donald Trump might as well tell that fucking story. It'd be more believable because at least he slings ketchup on a wall and he might have made soup out of it. But no, I think Schmidt sent this to me. King, is this bullshit? Hi. You ain't got a badge, but hi. So we're 2 people shy and some donations and some badges. So yeah, if we got the 30, we would need the people in here that don't have badges to get badges. And then I'll tell the story. If not, we'll try it Thursday, see if we get 30 people and people that don't have badges get badges. And I can save the story. It's a great story. It's a great story. And I'd like to tell the story before John Cena Sr. comes on.
It's likely to still be true by Thursday.
Likely. The number one spokesman for McDonald's right now is John Cena. There they are. Got McDonald's right over there. And the Fish House, Carrabba's, Two Rivers, Bear Nose.
Yeah, I don't think John Cena has ever said a word about Carrabba's.
We not yet, but John Cena Sr. And Scaramucci have.
Okay, there you go.
And Scaramucci put over McDonald's too.
Yeah,
Scaramucci put over McDonald's. Said he loves their fries.
And the
he
Fish
talked
House.
about how much he said some nice things about a sponsor we had to say goodbye to today in Popeye's Chicken. Had to say goodbye to them because they got liars down there. I don't like liars. I don't like racist.
Well, we do. Well,
you do not donate at least once a month.
He said he will. He will.
I'll donate at least once a month via Cash App. So Google doesn't get the kickback. Well, Google doesn't get the kickback if you donate. Bob, throw up ways to donate.
Well,
why are they gone?
No.
You gave us a bigger screen there. I see.
We big screened because of the share.
Yeah, we went big dog.
Yeah, so Google does get 30%.
All those ways are free ways to donate. Now, if you donate in here, yeah.
I think they take memberships. They take some of that membership money too.
Not only do you not have social media, you don't have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal,
he says
or Zelle or any of that.
He says he'll donate via Cash App.
Okay, all right. Well, you can do that now. Yeah. Okay.
$, Star Maker Bolin.
How much would you like to donate tonight? I mean, we've already been here an hour and 20 minutes.
That's pressure.
We still haven't cracked 30.
You can't put that kind of pressure on someone to come up with a number.
Instead of backstage, I'll donate. Well, yeah, we've covered that. We've covered. No, you're going to get a badge too. No, because now when they see your privileged ass getting by with it, they don't think they have to do it either.
We could just go to member only. We could just go to member only.
Well, we can do that. I mean, we've done it before. The donations are the same, if not better, because they don't have to put up with shit like this. So no, not instead of a badge, because if you can't afford $3, then I don't know why you're here or why you're donating to begin with. So no. As a matter of fact, Thursday night show, members only. We're doing that right now. Members only Thursday night, in case you're the one that has to set it up. Lovely meme tonight. Lovely meme. We might use the same meme because we didn't.
We didn't put a date on it. So
yeah, we got to 28. So yeah, we'll just use the same meme. Members only Thursday night. And
if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. It helps.
That helps.
Hit the like button. It does help.
If you're not getting the notifications, click the notification button, turn it off, and then turn it back on. I've been people telling me that helps. No, badges don't have their privileges, Pesci. Membership has its privileges. Get your commercials right. Nobody ever made a commercial that said badges have its privileges.
Or wrenches.
Memberships.
Wrenches have their privileges too.
Privileges have their in some cases.
Wrenches.
And we've been here way too long anyway.
All right. Well, Jana, we gave you your 15 minutes. Thank you for your donation. Thank you,
Jack
Bonifer.
Thank you,
Nicole.
From Louisiana. With all that snow,
Pesci, for your donation.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Jazzy.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Joseph Pesci with the smallest donation of the night, who has the biggest bank account of us all.
Yeah, he tries to act like big wad of hundreds.
He acts like he ain't making that big basement money there in his house, but you know he is. So he just cut his prices. His profits are down.
Didn't get
no, God damn it! The deal's a deal. We didn't get the maximum donations tonight. We didn't get the 30 live viewers where people were cheating, logging in here in 2 fucking accounts. David Martinez thinks he's too good to get a fucking badge. Jay Howell said hi, didn't get a badge. Pesci, I'll give a pass because I don't have a badge of his show either. So I'll give Pesci a pass.
The government got me, King.
If Pesci had donated another $1, he could have got a guy. Did we agree on 25 for the season? We did not. We agreed on 30. We agreed on 30.
30
but
viewers.
Come here Thursday. Bring your money back there. The deals are off now. The deals are off. And God, what if you don't like the story? You might want a refund. I don't know. Bob, you're the executive producer. I'll let you. If he donates 30, do we tell the story tonight or just save it for Thursday?
If he donates 30 in the next 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Right. So it's
2 minutes.
26 on your clock.
I mean, because we're trying to help him. The government got me.
Like arrested? Are you in jail right now?
Yeah, I think we need to legalize all drugs, and then we just apparently, because if it's shutting Pesci down, if we legalize all drugs, we shut everybody down. Legalize all drugs.
That's fine.
Teach our people not to take drugs.
The donations are to help, and we appreciate the.
Well, that's the nicest thing I've seen you post, Mr. Martinez. Yeah, that's the nicest thing I've seen you post. And I tell you what I'm going to do. Being as you posted that, whether it's true or not, well, Pesci, donate $5 more, and that'll make up the $5 that Martinez doesn't have. So donate $5 more along on PayPal, where YouTube don't get 30. You know what, Pesci? You donate 10 because you got $10. So donate $10. David Martinez donates 25, and we're good to go.
And Jambi can drink clean water.
And Jambi can drink clean water. Is it not worth it for Jambi to be able to get some clean water? For Eunice to have gas for her motorcycle? Meat and food for the dogs?
Dewormers for the dogs.
I will small contribution on Thursday show. Are things that tight, Pesci? You're a used car dealer. I've never met a broke used car dealer. Unless they fucking sucked at it. Evening, fellas. Long time, Bob. You look fabulous. Ooh.
I do look fabulous.
Jay Ward.
I feel better.
Maybe Jay Ward's got a small donation or a badge. He doesn't have a badge either. We haven't seen Jay Ward in a long time. Jay Ward normally has a good excuse for why we haven't seen him.
Yeah, usually.
All right. Well, let me check. My phone's clicking. Maybe some donations have come in. I don't know. I'll have a small donation. Well, those are things that are. And all right, we got to tell the story.
All right.
For clean
water. That's what does it.
None of us like dirty water, especially when it does to you what it did to Jambi. Because Jambi wrote me and told me that she was throwing up and had horrible diarrhea and a urinary tract infection because of dirty water.
A little bit of too much graphic information.
That's a lot more details than I needed. And then she said, well, I'm drinking dirty water. And I said, why? And then she said, because our tap water has dirty water. And I said, why? And
it just does.
They didn't have much of a further answer beyond. But Mr. Martinez has and I'll show it right here. And David Martinez is, but David, somebody is claiming they're you over on Twitter, and he was being a little dickhead, and I had to block. Well,
you just shake it off.
Well, that didn't work, did it?
Yeah, it was a good.
I had it there for a minute. Oh, here we go. Maybe this will work. I got to go under the microphone. So there he is. You can see the 30 very clearly.
$30, very good.
30. Thank you very much, Dave. And for you saying, I really appreciate that, because those are the people that I like to be a part of this show. I'm not here for the attention. Maybe not even here for the stories. I'm here to help people. And I appreciate that, David. I really do. I assure you it's not. Well, I'll take your word for it. Because you told me you'd never been blocked. I said, well, you might want to check your Twitter account. But there's somebody on Twitter pretending to be you that got a little fucking mouthy and being a dick. And we had to say goodbye to him along with Popeyes in the main event. So, but that's still lots of other sponsors, you know. So good. And Pepsi, yeah, McDonald's really is the sponsor.
Carrabba's, the Fish House.
Why would I post somebody up here for fucking free and not get money or trade out of them? Why would I do that?
Yeah, why?
Wouldn't I have Ford? Wouldn't I have Toyota? Wouldn't I have Starlink from Elon Musk? Whether it be a reason.
Why wouldn't we have AEW?
Yeah, why wouldn't I have AT&T? I'd like to have AT&T as a sponsor. They got a lot of fucking money.
Yes,
they were buying 7 commercials during the playoffs, 7 during the national championship games.
All right.
And in every playoff game had 7 AT&T commercials playing my fucking theme music.
I know.
Bolin band. Bob, have you ever figured out why your face is so white and mine's not? Have we narrowed that down?
Because the lighting. I got a light right above me that shines.
I got 3 overhead lights over mine.
I could turn Alexa, turn off the AC light.
Okay.
Then I've got too much backlight and seeing it.
Yeah. We got to send the Bolin lighting team over there is what we got.
I know. We have the crack research team working out of Texas and Bullitt County. All right, I'm going to do this, Kenny.
Let me try something. Let's see, because I have all the lights on candlelight right now.
Yeah.
Let me try this. Computer, change den light 3 to blue. All right, saw that?
Yeah.
Computer, change den light 2 to blue. So that's not dramatic. I mean, it just kind of takes the harshness out of the background a little bit.
It does.
And I do have a candlelight. Now watch this, Bob. I've got 3 overhead candlelight lights over my head, the ceiling fan lights, and then this light here in front of my face. It's above my head. Computer, change den light 1 to blue. Now watch this. See how dramatic that was? See that's dramatically different. Computer, change den light 1 to candlelight. Pretty dramatic difference. Well, we've been here an hour and a half.
Currently, but you can ask to show the camera.
Alexa, stop. All right, I'm going to give you the big screen.
The John Cena story. Why am I not going on tour with John Cena Sr.? Well, there's various different. Apparently, and Bob, you're welcome to take a side screen there if you like, and if you like, or we can, however you prefer. There you go. And now, can you go to the other side, or is this the way it has to be?
This way it's got to be.
What if I don't agree to that? What if I send my cracked screen size team? Oh, hang on, Jay Ward has
better than this.
I don't like that.
He's stealing the neighbor's password. That is something.
I got kicked off the stream, Kenny. Did you tell the Cena story? If so, could you tell it again? Well, not for free. Yeah, we've already told the story. I've been on hard times. So Dusty Rhodes is working with you. I figured out the neighbor. No, you did not figure out the neighbor's password. But it's kind of far and Wi-Fi drops. You did not figure out the neighbor's password. Why do you have the same profile picture you've had for 19 years? And why are shirts so expensive? Okay. All right. Well, he got that one for free. All right. But I asked for it. You smell a work. About what? Maybe your senses are off. No. Everything I'm about to tell you is the God's honest truth as I know it. But I am an atheist. Oh, I need one more thing that we got to play before we tell the Cena story. Did I send you the Ronald Reagan 30-second clip? Because I haven't seen that commercial in a long time, but they're running it today.
Ronnie Reagan, I'm an atheist.
If you have the Ronnie Reagan 30-second clip.
I'd have to go find it.
Oh, Jay Ward's neighbor story? Yeah, okay. I thought you meant me. Yeah. I just sit around here all day figuring out neighbors' passwords instead of paying $40 for internet. Yeah. But yeah, I want to run the Ronnie Reagan story. It's not a story, it's a commercial that's been running for years and years, and I haven't seen it in a long time. But thanks to the actions of today and then that preacher lighting Trump up, this commercial was running on MSNBC today.
I don't see, unless it's unless it's in one of the Joy Reid.
It's one of the Joy. Well, it was around that time that I got it. So hang in there, David. Don't go anywhere yet because you're going to get your thing.
Let me see here. Let me look at this one and see if it's.
Oh, by the way, Honey Rose is and we try to do little nice things for people from time to time. You see that? That is my little lighted makeup mirror that I use when I put my eye drops in. I don't have it because I think I'm pretty. Okay, I do. But that's my lighted makeup mirror. And Honey Rose saw that when I was taking pictures. I said, well, let me show you my desk and the screen, and let me show you how the magic works. And this is how we do the show. And this is what it looks like. Because you all just see me sitting here. Let me show you what it looks like behind the scenes. So she sees that mirror and she says, oh my God, does that light up? I said, yeah. Why do you have a makeup mirror? That's kind of, this is her quote. Why do you have a makeup mirror? That's kind of girly. I said, ooh. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, little lady. It is kind of girly. So, but no, I have it because I'm as pretty as you are, almost. And I need something to see when I put my eye drops in so I can see what I'm doing. And
you didn't send me the commercial, so
well, you're going to get it here in just a second because this is a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Kindness. David James Barkley. Well, Barkley was rather quiet tonight when I invited him to send me video of what he. Barkley. Tell me, are they Nazis because it's WrestleMania? Cena's a Nazi.
There you go.
Stupid. Just stupid fucks. The ignorance I have to deal with on a daily basis out of Republicans. All right, here we go. All right, Bob, I'm looking for it. There it is, right here. I'm shocked I didn't send you this. All right, you'll have it in a matter of seconds.
I am too, because you don't send everything else that you.
Just take your time. Oh, they're fine. Insurance is coming to meet with me on Thursday over the Great Air Fryer Fire. That's hard to say. So I got a meeting with them next Thursday for that. And it's not something I'm proud of. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually out of an act of kindness. I provide internet for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 homes here in the area. In little trades I do with them for shit. And because AT&T fiber is so good that if you get even the 500 megabyte, I can actually share my internet with 10 different units here, and saves everybody a lot of money, and makes me a baby face. So, and yeah, I get a little favor from them out of it.
Here we go. This is your.
Here we go. And
Ron Reagan, an unabashed atheist. Now, I'm alarmed, as you may be, by the intrusions of religion into our secular government. That's why I'm asking you to join the Freedom from Religion Foundation, the nation's largest and most effective association of atheists and agnostics working to keep state and church separate, just like our founders intended. Please join the Freedom from Religion Foundation today. Ron Reagan, lifelong atheist, not afraid of burning in hell.
And that'd be two of us.
Not an atheist, but I also believe the government and church need to.
Oh my God! Well, and there's lots of very religious people, especially on the left, that say no, we cannot have religion dictating our politics. And all I saw yesterday, and Democrats are bad at it too. Joe Biden injects religion into as many of his speeches as anybody. At least he's not a hypocrite about it. I think he believes what he's up there spouting about. And
devoted
to
Catholic.
Me, if you're gonna preach it, live it. If you live in what you preach. I mean, Jazzy Jana is a very religious person from what I've gathered. I know she believes everything and she lives the lifestyle. I'm cool with that. Jason Sanderson, who is a Catholic minister up in the Northeast, a big wrestling promoter as well. And he is always battling for gay rights, transgender rights, human rights, and just a great person. And he and I get along great. And he knows I don't believe in God and the man in the moon, and he certainly does. But we get along great. Scaramucci, very devout Catholic. He and I get along great. He's not changing me. I'm not changing him, and I don't want to.
He's not trying to change you, and you're not trying.
Yeah, I'm just 100% convinced that it's all bullshit. And I know that people are offended by that, but that's how I feel. So at least if you know how I feel, you know better than to waste your time with me, because a lot of people have tried to waste their time. Well, I'm 64. You're not, and it's insulting the way I do it, but I mean it to be that way. And Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about it on the Bill Maher show. He says Republicans cater to Bible thumpers because they're already preconditioned to believe the unbelievable. And that to me just made more fucking sense than anything I've ever heard. And I've tried to go, because my son says I'm so anti-religion and you just hate people that are no, not at all. Too many of my friends are very religious. If I hated it, I'd get rid of them like I get rid of Trump supporters. That's two different cults and two different religions. God, but the Trump is like a religion. It is a cult. I mean, how could you want to do so many bad things to so many humans and think you're in the right? And because this country was nowhere near like that. I mean, we have been to a degree, but Trump has changed everything. And then to sit in church in the front row like he fucking believes that shit. He does not. He went for a bit more fucking, I mean, he never put his hand on the Bible during any of the oath sessions. So he never took the oath of office.
He said he was afraid his hand would burn if he touched it.
Yeah. He should have said
all
that.
All right. Cena story. Let's tell this so we can.
Okay, so the John Cena tour story. Bob, would you like to open up with what you thought the situation was? Would you like to open it up?
I didn't really have a solid reason. I thought it went back to the issues that you had when you were at OVW.
Yes.
Hunter and Stephanie.
And Stephanie, who were not fans of mine.
Yeah, not fans of yours. And there was some, kind of fallout from that. And that was why they were preventing you from
not so much with me and Cena and the Cena family, but the reason the WWE would rather shit than acknowledge me if they can get by with it. Because I've been very critical of the WWE. I've been very critical of booking at times. I've been very critical of how often they use a fucking desk. To me, you're catering to the ignorant. You're catering to the stupid. You're catering to the fools. We could have used a desk, you know what I mean? And I've told Bob on the show not long ago, how many times did we use a desk and an angle on television in 32 years? None. Because it's stupid. Yeah, we had those fucking breakaway tables because Cornette comes from that ilk. And, but I think that's fucking stupid. Once a year, somebody goes to the table. Why do you always have to, unless it's a tables, ladders, and chairs match, have that once a year? What is it that we have to throw people through tables? Then I heard about them. So they go to Netflix and they claim that they now have reinforced durable tables. Well, God, no one thought of that fucking 30 years ago, however fucking long Raw's been on, that we just thought to reinforce the fucking tables instead of making them break away. Yeah, so we can break the tables away 3 times per show, 4 times per show.
Netflix is tired of building.
I will tell Triple H to his face, this is fucking stupid. And anybody that books this every fucking week, if you want to make it mean something, and I'm going to get into the Cena shit as we go, but this is part of our differences. I don't like stupidity. I don't like ignorance in wrestling. I don't like the fans to be taken advantage of and to treat them like they're ignorant fucks. And when you do the same fucking thing every week, it's ignorant. And every week, somebody goes to a table and it's not, we have rules and regulations in wrestling. Do you know what's also stupid? They still have a rope. No
tag rope.
That had a tag team rope.
Yeah.
Because no one ever fucking uses it. Have you ever seen anybody disqualified because they didn't use the tag team rope? Used to be illegal to come off the top rope. Well, we had to do away with that because now everybody comes off the top rope. You come off the middle rope. If you came off the top rope, it was disqualification. That was Memphis. Pile drivers used to be illegal in Memphis. And you know why? Because it made it fucking mean something. Because if the referee's back was fucking turned and Jerry Lawler pile drive somebody, he got by with fucking murder. He shot him. He shot him on Broadway. Nobody saw it. He got by with it. It meant something. At OVW, when we could bleed on TV in Southern Indiana, and I'm dying this all into Triple H and Stephanie as to why they don't like me because I criticize their stupid shit. And yeah, they can put on a good show, but why mix in all the stupid ignorant shit every fucking week? So in Indiana, we could have blood on every show. I used to work for Ian Rotten. I quit working Ian Rotten's show because it was fucking ridiculous. Tables every fucking week, multiple times a week. They wanted me to go through a table. I said, no, I'm not going through a fucking table. They wanted me to be under a table when Wolfie D and Jamie Dundee. Oh, will you be under the table when they go through it? It'd be great. No, because, the table could break wrong. Something could go through my fucking back or spleen. And no, I'm not going to do that. I get $75 to $125 a show. I'm not going to risk my fucking life and health for $125 fucking dollars. So no, I'm not going to do that. They wanted me to fall into a tank of piranha at the King of the Death match in Indiana because they could do any fucking stupid thing they wanted. King, we want you to fall into a tank of piranha. They don't hurt. Well, good. You fall if they want. I will not be at the King of the Death matches because it's fucking stupid. And I'm not going to fall in a goddamn tank of piranha. But at least they only ask me to do that once a year. But Bob, can you give me some fucking idea as to why we have to throw somebody through a fucking table every week and it's perfectly legal and there ain't shit you can do about it?
I don't understand why they can use.
I can tell by the stammering and stuttering in your voice, and you also do not have an answer for this.
It makes no sense. I mean, why can you use the steps and it's not a disqualification? But if you pick up the steps and hit the guy with them, that's a disqualification.
Yeah, Yeah.
What's the difference?
Yeah. What's the fucking difference? What's the fucking difference? And supposedly those steps weigh 130 pounds. So you hit somebody with 130-pound armor. And also, why do we have so many kendo sticks, folding metal chairs, and folding tables, which never once have I seen anybody signing autographs at ringside, because that's the only time those folding tables really come in handy. Why do we have all around the ring an unlimited supply of folding tables, kendo sticks, and folding metal chairs, and some garbage cans just in case we don't have enough fucking garbage? I'm at work on break again. Oh, sounds to me like you're taking a lot of breaks. So I have a lot of differences with Triple H and Stephanie, and I have voiced my opinions on the ignorance of the stupid shit they do for a long time. I've also called them out for knowing a lot of bad shit that has gone on in the WWE and them acting like they didn't know shit. I am 199% convinced that Triple H and Stephanie ratted out Vince. I'm also 100% sure that Trump is going to find every way possible to try to pardon him. And the only way he can't is if they are state charges, which I think many of the charges are. So he can only save him so much. Please pause the story. No, I'm not going to pause the goddamn story. It's recorded. You haven't paid anything. You don't have a membership.
All the ways to pay are right there on the side of the screen.
Yeah, there's many fucking ways to pay. Quit stealing your neighbor's Wi-Fi. Go over there and pay him some money. And I'm not going to pause the goddamn story because you can fucking rewind it and watch it later. This is a recorded show and a live show. So when it's over, go back to what you missed and watch it.
The recorded stuff.
You're not going to miss a thing. It's very fucking simple. I have something I want to say so bad, but out of being a decent, kind human being, I'm going to refrain from it. Yeah, I'm telling it now. Thank you, Dave. And it's building, but I'm expressing the differences that I have with Triple H and Stephanie. They're kind of the boss now, and whether I was going to be involved with any of this shit or not, they'd have a lot to do with it. There is a reason they do everything they can, even when they show the clips of me and all the shit that goes on with me and Cena on the on Peacock that has our library right now. I'm sorry, WWE Network. I'm not so sure Peacock has so much of the library, but a lot of it gets shown on Peacock. And eventually Netflix is going to have a lot of access to this in the near future. But they think that if I'm not talking on these clips they show, that they don't have to pay me. I've never really pressed it. I'm sure they got real good fucking attorneys because only Jesse the Body's really gotten by with much. And Brock Lesnar, when they tried to make him honor a contract that he didn't want to honor, some stupid no-compete shit that he got out of. At least it sets precedence for what Lesnar did. Because I think these no-competes are so fucking stupid. Tony Khan right now is going through this shit to where he's wanting to bench a lot of his stars because he knows they're unhappy there and they want to leave. So he just wants to fucking bench them until their contract runs out, set them for 90 days, however long it is, normally 90. So they mean less when they go anywhere because no one's seen them for fucking ever. So they just want to fuck with people. They just want to fuck with people. And that irritates the shit out of me. If you don't want them, let them go somewhere that somebody does want them, to where they might actually get some use out of them. So I've been very vocal about this, not only with Triple H and Stephanie and Vince when he was there. I've called Vince out for being what a racist piece of shit he can be, but yet blows Martin Luther King to try and win over some black support, but knowing what he's really like. And then the people backstage, the Bruce Pritchards and the Kevin Dunns and all the various people, Jim Ross included, that know what Vince was doing, know about all these horrible things, and then act like they didn't fucking know shit. Who's the other one? Laurinaitis. You know, when's the last time you fucking saw him? And it just irks me that these fucking people try to come off as fucking saints and they know what was fucking going on. And they ain't the only ones. There's a lot more. But that's the office personnel. And I think Jimmy claimed he didn't know about a lot of this shit. Okay. All right. You rode up and down the fucking road with Vince. You were in the same fucking car with him. You and Jim Ross and various others. So stop it. Oh, I didn't know. Mm-hmm. Tell it to the DA. Tell it to the DA. So that takes me back to John Cena Sr., John Cena. Now we got the Lawler Kenny Bolin conflict. Lawler and I are known as kings. Lawler and I are big fans of Burger King. Well, McDonald's, who's a sponsor on the show, yes, Pesci, really a sponsor on the show. McDonald's, who's a sponsor on the show, and I'm honored to have them because John Cena is their #1 spokesperson. So I don't have a Burger King ad up here, and I don't have any intentions of doing so because I don't want to conflict with the McDonald's ad. They probably wouldn't care for that. John Cena and John Cena Sr. probably wouldn't care for that. We kind of have a mutual agreement to ignore the Burger King thing. But Jerry Lawler used to wear the Burger King crown because people put it on his head and call him the Burger King. He got Burger King over big time as a heel, acting like he didn't like being called Burger King. I guarantee you there ain't a Burger King in fucking Memphis, Tennessee or Nashville, Tennessee that Jerry Lawler could walk in and eat for free because he put them over. He made them popular. He made them a household word by calling them Burger King. So that's part of it. Lawler and I like to promote Burger King, but I don't do it on this show, even though I just mentioned them. You won't see their logo on this show unless McDonald's goes away. If McDonald's goes away, I will talk and negotiate with Burger King or maybe some other burger place. Sometimes I talk with people that have similar products, but not exactly the same. I tell you who I'd love to have on the show. I ate today. My son took me to dinner once we got done with all of the shit we had to do today. My son took me to, where'd I go? It's a burrito place. I hadn't been there in a long time. I hadn't been there in years, but I love them. And it was buy one, get one free burritos today. Help me out, Schmidt. What's the name? God damn it. I just ate there. I'm old. I keep telling you.
Not Chipotle.
Not Chipotle. No, not Chipotle. Not Taco Bell. It's a nice sit down tumbleweed. God damn. Tumbleweed. So I was at Tumbleweed, and I've been a Patreon there for many, many years. They have the same general manager there I've been dealing with since my days at Ohio Valley Wrestling. Me and the wrestlers would go there all the time after the shows on Wednesday night. And he remembered me from all the days of, oh, yeah, you and the wrestlers used to come up here and eat. I said, yeah, I haven't been here in years. I said, but my son invited me to come to dinner tonight, and I had dinner with my ex-wife and her husband. And we talked a little politics today. They are all also very strong Democrat, very fed up. They're about ready to move to Dublin themselves. They don't want to be here these next 4 years. And I get why some people feel that way. In all honesty, I'd probably rather be in Manila over the next 4 years, especially. And at least I know what their dictator's up to. And not quite as evil as the one we have now. And my money goes a long fucking way over there. And when I say, oh, is Kenny rich again? Kenny's government check will make me rich over there. Not so much here, but over there, yeah, it goes a long fucking way. And plus doing podcasting over there, just the YouTube money alone would be light years money over there compared to what it is here. And would probably, and I'd be on a different internet section. The algorithms would be dramatically different. I'd be broadcasting live from Manila or wherever. It would be dramatically different. And the money coming in would still be American, converting to Filipino pesos. It would be dramatically different. I could make a great living over there. So that is something to look at for the future. Where was I going with this story, Bob? Because I'm still trying to tie all this in. Oh, so the Burger King. So, and as you all have heard Mr. Cena Sr. say on here many times, Kenny, your family. You are family. You have been a part of this family since late 1999, early 2000. You and I have worked together at Ohio Valley Wrestling. Kenny, your family. Well, that's how I view the Cenas. My son and my ex-wife have been to Mr. Cena's house several times. I haven't been because travel, and this is the other thing we're going to get into. Traveling is not easy for me. ADHD, but yeah, he's here today. And yeah, he's here. And Maya would say that. But traveling is not easy for me. So I could have gone on any of those trips, but driving or flying is rough on me. Especially if you don't have handicap accessibility at the airports to help me get from post to post. Now, maybe once I've had the surgery, and I'm also planning on having knee replacement surgery, that's a 1.5 to 2 year process to get to where I need to be on that. Maybe shit will dramatically change. I mean, there's 70 and 80-year-old wrestlers that are getting around just fine that have had knee replacement surgery and don't weigh 400 pounds. So if that happens, maybe my traveling will dramatically change. But in order for me to be a part of any of these John Cena situations coming up, I would have to travel to various different cities by myself. They're not going to let Chris go with me. Get through the airports by myself, get the transportation by myself, get in and out of the building. And guys, it's fucking impossible. I could not do it. I barely can get around in Louisville in my own car, going to Costco, Walmart, Sam's Club, doctor's office, the various things that I go to. It ain't fucking easy. And if they think I can travel around to wrestling arenas, even if me and Triple H and Stephanie put our differences aside, which supposedly Stephanie's not all that much of a part of it anymore, I would have to have a sit-down talk with Triple H and say, hey, you know, this is my guy. I would like to be a part of it in some way. Fuck, I can turn on him. I can do commentary over a match. I think I'm fully capable to sit at that desk and do as good as anybody you've got out there, including JBL. And maybe Kofi Kingston to try and pay me off with $2. I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny. But no, so verbally I can handle it. Physically, I can do what they want me to do, other than, you know, being in the ring and all that shit. But I can't handle the travel. So even if they offered it to me and said, Kenny, we're going to pay you $10,000 a show, I'd have to turn it down because I couldn't physically do it. Oh, it would piss me off and it would hurt because that's a lot of money in the Philippines. Just bank that and go to the Philippines. Tell me how good you're going to live. So, guys, I physically could not do it. And Mr. Cena has been very kind and very nice. He's wanted to have me up there to go to what's the restaurant I'm always plugging up there?
Kowloon's.
Kowloon, yeah, Kowloon's. I want to go. John Cena's a god up there. He's got a lot of his merchandise hanging in that restaurant. Boots and various other things there. Boots that he only wore one time. I'd love to be a part of that, but the travel is a bitch.
Yeah. Now, if there was a Louisville show, that might be a possibility.
Well, that would be a little bit more workable if they. But even Indianapolis is hard. That's a long trip. Anytime I'm in a car for more than a couple hours, it's tough. If you guys remember, I did the Evansville thing because I did not want to miss that. That's Lawler, Dundee, Tommy Rich was supposed to be there, Ricky Morton, Stan Lane was there, various others. And I did not want to miss that. And I did it. I got through it. Getting in and out of that particular building was not that hard. My hotel was great. Me and Lawler would hang out in the lobby every day with Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart could not have been a sweeter man during the 3 days we were there. Always the first in the lobby, always the first to stop Chris, invite him over to his table to hang out and talk with Chris. Chris said, I just could not get over how nice this man was. I said, Chris, that's how he was back in the 70s when I first met him. He was just the sweetest, kindest man. And to see him put through that shit with Hogan, to where he had to stand there and get residual heat for that shit, because that is not Jimmy Hart.
But even that trip, you know, was not real easy on you. I mean,
it
took you a long time to recover from that trip, right?
Yeah, when I got back, it took its toll. I was going on adrenaline while I was there, and of course, Matt Hardy was there, and and I'm so glad I went because even though he is a diehard Trumper and he's probably the happiest motherfucker on Twitter right now, Nick Searcy, the star of Justified, along with Raylan Givens, Timothy Oliphant, it was such a thrill to meet him. And trying to put politics aside, because when we started talking to each other, he says, well, you know, Cornette used to follow me, but he blocked me. You know, Cornette's a big liberal. I said, well, so am I, but I didn't block you. And so Searcy and I have been friends on Twitter for quite some time, but he's always given me shit for being a liberal. I don't give him so much shit for sucking tiny orange penis, but, you know, we all have our things we say and we do. And I'm glad I met him because I love that show with a passion. To me, it's the best television show it's ever been on. I was told today that a lot of people say The Wire might be one of the best shows it's ever been on. I've only seen a couple of episodes.
It's really good.
So one of these days I'm going to have to get caught up on The Wire. And I still, what's that show that everybody tells me to watch on here, Bob? And I never do it.
Breaking Bad.
Better Call Saul's the spinoff. I saw all those.
Right. Breaking Bad's really good.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I've only done 1 or 2 episodes, and I like the actor. He's great. Better Call Saul, I was hooked. I couldn't miss an episode. Never went back and saw Breaking Bad. One of these days I'll do it. But and to be honest with you guys, the travel, I mean, even if Triple H, Kenny, shit, bygones, don't worry about it. Just quit being so critical of us.
I mean, he brought Bruno back, and you know how that was. So
and Bruno hung out with me down in Evansville too. We had tables side by side.
No. I was talking about Bruno Sammartino, not downtown.
Oh, Bruno Sammartino. Okay, I thought you meant downtown Bruno.
No. I mean, because Bruno had real heat.
But Bruno's still there, isn't he? Yeah.
Downtown Bruno is Sammartino has passed away.
When did Bruno Sammartino pass away?
It's been several years, at least 10.
Okay. Well, you said just passed away. So wait a minute, I missed something.
No. Bruno Sammartino has passed away.
Downtown Bruno passed away? Well, I just talked to him a few months ago.
April 18th, 2018.
Bruno's going, wish me dead, Kenny. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Kenny. So
in all honesty, the travel, and me and Cena will talk about it on here when I have him on. And I love the Cena family. Politically, I'm telling you guys, I doubt me and John Cena Sr. line up all that well. We've touched on it a little bit. And when I'm feeling people out, even though they won't tell me, I know what side you're on. And I gathered that Cena is definitely not a raging liberal Democrat. That's fine. That's fine. He's not an asshole. He's not a horrible person. Just don't be a fucking horrible person. I don't give a fuck where you are politically.
Yeah.
Just don't be a fucking horrible person. Don't be wishing people dead because they don't believe in your shit.
If you guys want Kenny to appear with John Cena, you should reach out to Triple H on Twitter. X,
just reach
whatever.
out.
Reach out to him and say, hashtag free Kenny Bolin. Although actually, Kenny Bolin won't ever be free. We know that.
No, I'm not going to be free.
Hashtag,
not even for John Cena.
Charge
if he's getting paid, I'm getting paid. So we know.
Hashtag bring back Bolin. That's what we need.
That's not a bad hashtag right there.
Get that trending on Twitter or X. Yeah. Reach out to Triple H directly. Bring back Bolin. You could reach out to John Cena directly, but that's not him.
And I'll do one if they want me to. I'll do one. I don't know what they'd have me do. They have a creative team.
Well,
but
they're not using. They're apparently not using them for anything.
They don't like what I talk about. Don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
Don't hold your breath, because I'm not going to take any of that shit back. I'm not going to take any of that shit back. But we can put our differences aside for one day for the sake of business.
Maybe
we do that all the time.
Slammies.
To be honest with you, me and Jimmy Cornette should be doing a podcast every month, every week, and if not every week, every month, because it would be one of the most watched and listened to, the most popular. Excuse me.
It would happen if it were just up to you.
Well, if it was just up to me, it would happen, because I can put our differences aside and entertain the people. I can do that with anybody. I've done it. Me and Vince Russo don't always line up. I was always happy to do shows with Vince Russo. I've done many shows with Disco Inferno. Me and Disco Inferno could not be further apart politically. I would do shows with Disco Inferno every week. I would do shows with Vince Russo every week. I will do shows with Dutch Mantel every week. I will do shows with Jim Cornette every week. Why? Because it's fucking business. It's fucking business. And we can use our inner hatreds of what we hate about each other and fucking entertain people with it. And don't be so fucking thin-skinned. If I was thin-skinned, I wouldn't be on here live every week. I wouldn't be on here live 3 times a week. If I were thin-skinned. What I'm thin-skinned about is when people don't support our cause and then come in here and want all this fucking attention and they want it for free. That's what irritates. That's why people get blocked. I don't give a fuck what you say. Just be a decent human being. That's all I'm asking you to do. You come in here being a racist prick, you're gone. If you come in here being an insensitive prick to people's needs, you're gone. I don't need you. I've gotten rid of people that have donated as much as $300 a month. Many of them are over on Pesci's show now. Pesci ain't going to get rid of anybody. Unless they start picking on him. But I have gotten rid of people that came over here and picked on Pesci, that picked on Schmidt. And I've gotten rid of them.
Yeah, only Kenny's allowed to do that.
Talk shit on my guest. I don't take that shit. And somebody tried to tell me how to do my podcast the other day. Well, Kenny, you need to quit playing that theme song. Well, I like the theme song, so fuck you. What other advice you got? You need to do shorter shows. I've done shorter shows. It didn't matter. Well, you need to quit doing live shows. You just need to be recorded only. Well, the success of this show relies on the live interaction, the memberships, and the donation. So if we do a recorded show, guess what 2 things are not going to happen? No one's going to get a membership. and no one's going to donate. And those are the fucking sole reasons that we're here. So yeah, if you want to get your 1,000 views and your $4, go right the fuck ahead. That's your shit. You do that. That's not what we do here. And I like the live interaction. I don't mind doing a recorded show now and then. And when I do other people's shows, I have to do a lot of those. Dutch Mantel's are recorded shows. Dutch realizes that he and I could be very fucking entertaining live, answering the questions of the fans on a live show. And that's what we need to do. Dave Martinez is not going to get a badge, is he? All right. I just thought out of respect he'd do it. He showed me. But he did donate us $30, and we greatly appreciate that. I have a little bit more to say on the Cena thing, and I'm seeing if any more donations came in because I gave y'all some pretty good shit. Let me see. No. I don't think. No, that's it. God damn, guys. What do y'all want? I don't know of any other podcasts giving you this right now. I really don't. So the travel, the differences with Triple H would have a lot to play with it. But I would do one if everybody could put their differences aside. Y'all don't try to fuck with me. I won't try to fuck with you. I'll be there to do my job. You do yours. And at the end of the night, I'll shake everybody's hand like a decent human being and go home. And then go back to being the fucking asshole that I've always been. But I would also expect you all to treat me with respect if I'm there. But I'd do one, be it Lexington, Cincinnati, Louisville, wherever. I'd do one, maybe even Indianapolis. But I'd probably need help getting in and out of the building. Because if it's a long walk, these knees only take me so far.
Here you go, folks.
And would Cena want me to be a part of it?
Here you go.
Yeah,
there's
well,
the
there
tweet.
we go. We got something started there. Yeah, there we go.
So retweet that, repost it, whatever. Make sure you copy and send that same thing. Make sure you tag John Cena, tag Triple H.
Yeah. There you go. Well, there you go. It's been started. Much respect.
And there's the hashtag.
We
bring back Bolin.
Made my nightly walk more enjoyable. Good. Glad you're enjoying your walk. And I'll make more another donation next year. Well, I appreciate that, Dave. I really do. And sorry for snapping at you a little bit over not having a badge, but that's a sensitive thing with me because it shows support for the show. That's how I reward myself, because membership money, I do my best to keep that to make up the differences on my bills. But the donations go where we say they're going. And Bob will be the first to tell you that. Bob also figured out that when I was working, about 30% of my income was going to help Filipino families. And that's been happening for a long fucking time. Sometimes it's way more than 30%.
Right now, this is Kenny's only job, right? So the membership money is his salary, right?
Yeah.
I don't take a salary as executive producer.
It wasn't a hell of a lot. Today was payday. It wasn't a hell of a lot, but it does pay a couple of bills. Well, this day and age with his electric bills, one bill. But it was some help. For what electric did not do for me today, what came in today made up the difference. But there's still car insurance. There's still various other things that have to be taken care of. My rent got raised $100. I'm not trying to give a sob story. Shit, we're all dealing with something. But rent went up. Normally goes up $25 a year. This year, I got raised from $833 to $950. Even though they told me, oh, look at that. Look at that right there. Dave, you and I are good, man. You and I are good. I appreciate it.
So the next time when
he walks, man. And like I said, you don't have to agree with me politically. I just ask you to be a decent person. I think it's hard to be a Trump supporter and be considered a decent person when I see that list of executive orders that came out today of just hateful fucking shit to do to people. And one other thing I want to say before we go, and with the last name Martinez, if I'm allowed to presume, and chances are pretty good you were born here, but somebody, if we go back in your family tree, probably was not. My biological father was born in Germany. My brother got a big surprise that he didn't like. We're going to go into that another day. But a lot of us, man, our roots take us to other countries. Look at what the Italians have done for this country and how fucking badly they were treated. How badly our Native Americans have been treated. How badly our Mexican friends have been treated. Cuban friends have been treated.
Well, watch Kung Fu.
Our black friends have been treated.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're not purebred white,
English white,
it's been pretty rough.
English white, because Irish were treated like crap.
The Irish were treated like fucking shit. And all of these people have contributed so much. And do not parade your Statue of Liberty shit at me if you're not going to bother to read it and honor what it says. I like what the Statue of Liberty says. I like what it says. So why would you act like you're this big patriot and then totally ignore the Statue of Liberty? Which, by the way, was not built in America. Got brought over here in pieces, didn't it?
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Gift from the people of France.
Those cowards.
And French fries. The Statue of Liberty and French fries.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dave. It means a lot to me.
Thank you, David.
And I really appreciate that. Nice donation.
Everyone, make sure send that tweet.
Yeah.
Bring back Bolin.
And we can start it on Facebook too. And I'm telling you now, they ain't gonna do it because
reasons.
I'll say it, they're assholes. They don't like being called out on their shit. They all think they're fucking geniuses. They all think they're the smartest people in the world, and no one knows better than we do. No matter how fucking smart you think you are, you used to get 9 million views a week on basic fucking television, basic fucking cable.
Right.
And now you're on a worldwide fucking network that you've never been on before, and you still are probably never going to crack 3.5 million live views in America. I don't think you're ever going to crack 10 million live views
worldwide views.
What do you do this? What do we got? What do we got?
So worldwide views for the premiere week were 5.9 million. Last week, we don't have numbers yet for yesterday's.
Yeah, that was just yesterday.
Stuff. But
I hear Penta had another real good match. I haven't seen. Who did he work? Because my son forgot.
He worked with.
Because I knew I was kind of looking forward to seeing it, but I forgot who he was working. I think he's next because I haven't watched all Raw yet. I think I'm up to the Penta match.
Yeah, I don't remember.
When I click Netflix, I'll see.
They were down 3.2 million, so they dropped 2.7 million in the first week. And if they continue now, what's going to look?
No, wait a minute. Repeat to me what you just said.
They were 5.9 million worldwide the first week.
Yeah.
3.2 million the second week. So they dropped 2.7 million views.
Now, Chad Gable was last week, Pesci, and that was an excellent match. But Chad was last week, not
that was the
night.
Penta. Yeah.
That was a good match, but I've seen Penta do so much better. But who shocked me was Gable and how good he worked a Penta style match. He did an excellent job. I was more impressed with Gable than I was Penta because I've seen Penta do better matches. And a lot of shit going on there too because Penta apparently because
Pete Dunne
needs to come over here with Penta, but still with AEW, and they won't let him out of his contract.
His brother. Yeah,
Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, Pete Dunne was who Penta fought this week. Yeah, the bruiserweight Butch Pete Dunne.
Oh, I gathered that the people claiming to be you are not you. I'm onto that now. I have no life trying to impersonate a jobber like myself. I don't know why they were doing that, man, but they were. They were. So,
all right, folks.
He's blocked now anyway, so it don't matter.
We've been 2 hours.
Who did to work last night? Because Pesci's a week behind. Pesci's a week behind.
Pete Dunne.
Oh yeah, Pete Dunne. And I'm thinking now, Pete Dunne, I would let go tomorrow. Pete Dunne does not sell me one
doesn't do anything for me.
All right. Nothing he's ever done has ever sold me a ticket. But I hear he put on a good match last night.
Yeah, it was a good match.
I now see why my son forgot who he worked.
Well, but that just shows you how good Penta is, right?
If Penta could make Pete Dunne look good, goddamn. And I think, but what we need Ray Phoenix over here because Ray Phoenix and Penta together are amazing.
Right.
So we need Ray Phoenix. I think I always pronounce it wrong.
Then they can fight. We can have an entire luchador division now with Ray and Dragon Lee, and then the LWO and Andrade.
I did away with the black covers on the microphones in case y'all hadn't noticed. I just thought it looked better. I didn't do it because it was going to make it sound. I just thought it looked better for now.
It shows up better.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
We've been here 2 hours and 15 minutes.
We've been here 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah, it's been here a long time. But for everybody that donated tonight to give us a fighting chance to get this water filter and various things that are needed, gasoline for and dog medicine and worm medicine. Thanks everybody that was decent enough to step up and do something good. $30, guys, it's not going to fucking break any of us except for Cashy.
Even $10, $30 for David. Thank you, Zach Bonner for $10.
Nicole with $40. Yeah, not everybody can do that, but $5 or $10.
Jazzy Janet with 30, Becky Alger with 10. I mean, every bit of it adds up.
Yeah, because those $10 ones add up. I mean, but the David Martinez's and the Jazzy Janet's and the Nicole that did 40. Nicole matched her donation, by the way. I saw it come through. So Nicole said, if we get 40, I'll cover it. So Nicole did cover that. We appreciate it. And good night. I don't mind being here 2 hours if we can help some people, get some memberships, boost my payday a little bit at the end of the month. I get paid on the 21st if the worlds align, if the holidays don't line up the right way. Sometimes I got to wait as late as the 23rd. But every little bit helps, and I appreciate it. And anytime you guys can donate $5 in here, I don't mind, because if everybody that watches this show donated $5 in here, my life would get a lot easier. But I will always do these shows live. We might do some shorter shows from time to time. The noon report will show up from time to time. Those will be short 30-minute shows just to give people that don't normally have the 9 o'clock accessibility to get in here. We might go on at noon. We might go on at 3 in the afternoon. Might go on at 4 in the morning if I'm up. And as I tell my brother all the time, my racist piece of shit, homophobic, racist brother, hi, Tim. When you go to bed, I'm up. And when you get up, I've been up. And that's why I'm better than you. Until Thursday night at 9 p.m., Bobby and myself say good day.
Good.
Good day.
Good.